Larry is. Okay, now you see this gentleman? Now he's giving me this this sign, and it says, "We're on in 10 seconds, so get ready to have a good time." All right, here we go. This is exciting, isn't it?
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's all about you! Celebrity fame! Reaching for the brass ring! Art! New York City, baby! Instagram followers, influence! You are in touch with the magic tonight, everybody! You are the magicians, you are the wizards! You are the witches! Double toilet trouble! Thank you! Thank you! Okay. Thank you all for coming out. It's Easy Paradise Open Mic Monday. I've got the echo on my voice. We're doing things on the seat of our pants tonight. I did not plan anything. We had a major event downstairs. Kieran killed it. We loved it. The KGB Lit Mag. You gotta get this magazine. It's really, really amazingly well done. It's like beautiful, beautiful writing, so definitely check it out. It's in print. It's print bound, baby. That you can't vaporize that. You can't delete that. That's permanent. So yeah, we're in print, and you can take it with you on the subway and have that organic experience. I want to have a nervous breakdown on stage. That's like my dream. I want to have like some monologue where I'm like yelling and just exposing the truth. So that's at the end of the show. Yeah. Stay around for the end of the show. I'm gonna have a nervous breakdown on stage. That'll be my show business. But you know, I don't have anything planned, so I'm gonna. Has anybody heard the Fall Out Boy remake of We Didn't Start the Fire? It is non-chronological. First of all, which is a sin. In We Didn't Start the Fire. But check it out. I'm not gonna play that. But I am going to kick it off with this right here. I'm going to read a poem right after this ad. This video will play after the ads. So I've got this poem from my notebook, and we're going to try this. This is Easy Paradise Summer School. So we're going for a little ride, everybody. Get ready. Get ready to have fun tonight, baby. It's just going to be a good time. Yeah. Anybody, you with me? Anybody fans? Come on! This is called Free Advice, everybody! Here's a little free advice. I am the Tom Arnold of poetry! Restoration nuggets, plus 10 hit points, plus 10 health points, 10-month day, cheese beats and playlists, lobotomized by obsession. We prevented the film. It's the nature of the beast. I don't need to drink with anybody. Two tickets, two top. It's a tough shoot up, come out, but I lost my nerve. I'm waiting, this is you guys, waiting so long. Why the fuck am I waiting so long for my turn? I signed up last week. You know what, everybody come on. I've got 2 tickets to Easy Paradise. Pack your bags, come with me, baby. We're going to 2 ticket Easy Paradise. Come on. Rage Against the Machine. We're taking down Wall Street. We're taking down the big banks. We're taking down the Federal Reserve. We're taking it down from the inside. Perpetual garbanzo, half band, half bomb. Purchasing the moment. Purchasing the moment. Purchasing the moment. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. We can't take it down later. Piccadillo, appreciate. Taking property values opener, slur, the glare, the scare, the scene, the can opener, with pilots of me on Amtrak, forever from my vision, forever from my husband in the bar, fly with a lemonade in his hands, take a bus in a raw house. My hormones changed. I was in Little Paris having sex in a grocer. I was in Little Paris. Have you been to Little Paris? Have you been? It's in Soho. God damn it, anybody, we're skipping to the chorus. I'm skipping to the chorus. Skipping. Just to be tonight. 2 tickets to Easy Pair. Come on. I got 100 tickets. I got 1,000 tickets. All right, that's it. Thank you. We're gonna get started. You guys are gonna kill it. We're gonna have a great time. We got this amazing cello coming up. We got amazing musicians in the house. We got great comedy. Thank you all for coming out to Easy Paradise. All right. We're gonna get things kicked off with a great poet of the East Village. I just met her downstairs, actually. She was reading Kathy Acker, and she's super great poet, and we're super excited to have her. Can we have a big round of applause for Dorothy Friedman August? Everybody. Sorry. So, I was downstairs, and so the sound setup was kind of impromptu. But I think it sounded good. I thought Eddie Money sounded great. Let's give it up for Dorothy Friedman August, everybody.
Actually, there's absolutely no way that
Hold the mics off.
it's on. Okay, so there's really no way I can follow that. Even when I was 3, I couldn't move around that way. And now that I'm 4, it's a little harder. So I'm not at all sure this is going to work on my phone, but I can probably give it a try. I'll probably start by just reciting something that I remember, maybe a couple of poems that I just remember by heart. Somebody was doing a rap downstairs, so I guess I once tried to write a rap also. It was called Bigot's Rap, and it was dedicated to all the artists and people trying to create, and not dedicated to the mayor at the time, who threw all the people out of Tompkins Square Park that were living in Tent City. And anyway, so this is called Bigot's Rap. My mother is a junkie and my daddy is a pimp. My brother is a cripple with a really funny limp. My sister is a fat kid who really looks a sight. And I, of course, am perfect, thin and blonde and white. We know the blacks been waiting ever since they hit the shore. Well, I don't see why they can't wait a couple of centuries more. The Jews are much too pushy, not enough orgased, I guess. And they use these big hooked noses to sniff out their success. The blind are rather lazy with their dogs and wooden cups. The old are rather boring, and the poor have quite enough. A woman should be happy to clean and cook and sew, and work behind her husband at a salary that's low. And if she should get pregnant, she should say, "Praise be the Lord," for sending her dependents that she really can't afford. These babies should be brought up to sow the seeds of hate, to fight to keep our country strong and clean and straight. Because God is just this banker with his hand upon the till. So let's protect our bankrolls even if we have to kill. It's money that will save us, not books or hymns or prayers. but nice crisp 10s and 20s, that we fight wars not to share. And you know why? The government hides a camera in your bedroom when you screw and tells you who to do it with, not him, not her, not you. We are outlawed and our books are burned in Fahrenheit 2023. Our Führer's laws are learned. And even we're not safe beneath the sheets because the government is filming the positions of our feet. Because mother is a junkie and daddy is a pimp and my brother is a cripple with a really funny limp. Biggest rap. Thank you. And I'll just do one other short poem, and that's it. Because it's something I can remember. It's called the Money Poem. Everything is made of money. The sky sheen is platinum, the October leaves are bronze, the farmhouse windows are glazed in crystal. Nothing goes on that is not money. The supper hum from the houses, it is about money. The hero moving past the dirt road to the tennis courts, he is about money. All the automobiles are beeping with it. The poem in which the hand is a blue flower, the words are a screen, it is about money. 2. Let's find out what is the great success and move on. It is not being born an American or the shape of the wind on white curtains. It is not money, old friends, or the sun. It is not the history of ideas. The great success is not he married her and they ate lobster, but the sunny sides of eggs and perfect teeth. As usual, you get no answer at all and there are no history books to refer to. You just come as close as you can and move on. And 3, money never has to take a sandwich for lunch. Money never has to cry, put up with, or flounder. Money will save marriages and will not save marriages and rotten novels. It will merely twist them into shape. Money is a postcard from the other side of the imagination. It's the aquamarine in the fake sunshine. Money has perfect knowledge of the world. It never cries, puts up with, or stretches. It never finds itself silly. Money never has to become arrogant or loving or grow gray. Money is, oh God, the true poet. Thank you.
Yeah!
Woo. I can't jump off the stage like that. Okay, thanks.
Oh, yeah.
Give it up for Dorothy Friedman, August, everybody. Amazing. Do you have any readings coming up or anything?
Yes.
Should we know about them, or?
Well, I mean...
We don't have to.
I'm sorry. Yeah, announce? Yeah. So actually, there are 3 things coming up. One is I edit a magazine called White Rabbit, and we'll be at Governor's Island for the New York Poetry Festival, which is this coming weekend. And we'll be there with fabulous people like Robert Gibbons, Thad Rakowski, Nancy Mercado, Anthony Hayden Guest, who just read downstairs, and so on. And that's on Saturday rather. It's Saturday at 5:30 at Governor's Island, and then well, it's coming up in a few more weeks. I'm reading for Ron Combe and Linda Kleinberg. Ron Combe just had a new book come out, so I'm part of a reading that will go on September 9th at Jefferson Market Library, and another shit, so. Anyway, enjoy, have fun, be well, and happy.
So beautiful. Give it up one more time for Dorothy Friedman, August, everybody. That's kind of a lot of the East Village writers she just mentioned, Ron Colm and Linda Kleinbub. So New York Poetry Festival is this weekend. It's Poetry Week in New York, baby. We had the reading earlier. This is the KGB Lit magazine that was just released today. Get your hands on a copy of this. Look how beautiful that is. That's amazing. Wow. Yeah, thank you, yeah. So Easy Paradise will be at New York Poetry Festival this weekend at 11 a.m. and I will be hosting all day on the Beckett stage on Saturday. Yeah, so come, yes. Really? Yes, me too. I think they are desperate. So come say hello. And the Beckett stage on Saturday, I'll be there all day doing this. Introducing. And speaking of which, I'm very excited about this next act. Thank you all for coming out. He's a comedian. He's very funny. Can we get David Bakker up? Give it up for David Bakker. Everybody.
All right, Matt, I didn't know what was going on. Hey. Give it up for your host, Matt. It's the most energy I've ever seen. It's good. You guys having a good time? Hello? Yeah. All right. Let me get my. All right. So I'm brand new to the city. Pretty a little scared. I don't know. I think my folks are worried about me. We're from Michigan. We don't know a lot about here. We associate everything here through 90s sitcoms. So I would say I live in Queens. My mom's like, oh, that's nice, honey. That's where George Costanza's parents lived. That's cute. Haven't met the soup Nazi yet. I'm sure he's a nice man. This is how sheltered I was. Did you guys ever watch the show King of Queens? Anybody seen that? Yeah, it's a good show. But my folks wouldn't let me watch it because they didn't know Queens was a neighborhood in New York. They thought it was about a guy that sleeps with a lot of women, like a womanizer, right? I don't know about you guys. Whenever I think of a celebrity that sleeps with a lot of women, the first guy I think of is Kevin James. Yeah. Paul Blart fucks, dude. You guys didn't know that? Yeah. Anybody in Adam Sandler's crew gets ass. That's the point of that joke. My living situation's all right. Anybody here live in a walk-up apartment? Clap if you live in a walk-up. Okay. Anybody live on the 5th floor? No? I live on the 5th floor. I didn't know that was a bad thing. People would ask me, like, how is your rent so low? I was like, I got lucky, dude. And then I show up, I'm like, what the fuck? This is terrible. This isn't good. I packed light, so I'm sleeping on an air mattress right now. I was walking down by a bridge. There was a homeless guy sleeping there. And he was sleeping on a couch cushion with a blanket. I was just thinking, this guy's in better bed than me. What the fuck? You know, I have all the power to fix it. You know, I could, but I just don't want to haul anything up the stairs. Parking's free in Queens, or so they say, if you can find a space. But I've gotten 3 parking tickets so far, so I guess parking for me is $195 a month plus legal fees. So. I don't know if you guys don't have cars. I don't know if this is even right, but yeah, these are my jokes. Yeah, thank you. I can't really see y'all, but whatever. There's one luxury item we have in my apartment, and that's a bidet. Does anybody have a bidet? Do you guys it's new to me. I'm starting to I don't know. I was nervous to turn it on, but it kind of feels nice. I mean, I don't know. I guess I was thinking, you know, if the city tears you a new asshole during the day, at least you have something to wash the blood off at the end of the day. All right, what else can I tell you guys? I'm single. Are there any single women in the room?
I want one of the magazines.
Oh, okay.
God damn it. Really, guys? All right, fine.
Oh, God.
People ask, you know, why are you single? I hate that question. One of the reasons I'm terrified of girls.
Are you?
Yeah, I don't know if you appreciate how scary you are. You guys are. I can approach. I'm like, I don't know. There was a girl at a bar recently I wanted to talk to. And I was good at chicken. I was with my friend, who's my black friend, which I was pumped to have a black friend. It's like, yeah, I mean, I can make the black friend. Why can't I approach the girl? What the fuck? But he was like, dude, just do it. Are you a man or are you a bitch? I had to think about it. I'm a bitch, dude. I'm a bitch. At a bar, I'll talk to more guys than girls, because they're easier to talk to. So I say, hey dude, you get any numbers tonight? I'll say, no, but I got 2 LinkedIn connections. A lead on real estate. Pretty productive night with the Clemson boys. One time I was out in Nashville, and I figured, okay, I don't know any girls, or anybody here. There's no risk. Just go up to a girl. So I did it. I went up to this girl, and she's from Canada. I said, can I have your number? She said, that's pretty forward. I said, oh, I'm sorry. Can I have your number? I didn't actually say that, but I was like, can I have your number? She said, why? So you could cheat on your wife? Yeah, that's a new kind of rejection. I never got that before, bro. Cheat on your wife? I think it's because in your 20s, you know, you try to hit on girls and you're just clumsy, bad with women. In your 30s, you get rejected. You're not just bad with women. You're a bad person. You're an adulterer. So that's still good. So I said, no, I'm single. She said, could you prove it? I said, yeah, I can prove it. I have a podcast. Oh yeah, I have a podcast. And I do stand-up. I think that's an airtight case for being single. She said, no thanks. I don't know. You got to be careful approaching girls. Some girls are kind of mean. This is actually true. I met this girl at a bar once. She said she's a teacher. I said, oh, that's an interesting job. She said, no, I hate it. The kids suck. All they do is mumble at me. The kids are idiots. I said, what subject do you teach? She said, special ed. This is true. No, you can laugh. I mean, it was messed up, right? It was so mean. It was so mean. I was kind of aroused. I was like, man, take me home with you, you know? Feed me a graham cracker, slap me around like one of your students. I got a big enough forehead, I can role play. What, dude? I'm saying I'm the retarded one. It's not, well, not retarded. I don't fucking know. What else, guys? Have you guys seen the new Oppenheimer movie? Yeah? What do you guys think? It's pretty good. There's a lot of nudity for the guys. No, it's good for other reasons. I don't know. Christopher Nolan said, hey, this is the moral dilemma. Like, if we drop the bomb, will that set a chain reaction that will lead to the end of the world? I don't know, but I think that about stand-up comedy. I don't know. I think this is a new idea. I don't fucking know. But yeah, like, I think, I don't know, if I could go back in time, I might never have started. Like, there's some things you can't unwind. And I think, I don't know, it's like a big thing. Like, you're exchanging energy with the audience, you know, there's an exchange, and it's really bad in the wrong hands. On a mass scale, like, any of you guys watch Bert Kreischer? He's terrible. He's terrible. This is horrifying. He should not be famous.
Take your shirt off.
Yeah? Would that help you guys to relate to me more? I'm a pussy. I can't take my shirt off. All right.
He's afraid that people only watch him because he has a shirt off.
Yeah. Do you think he's in a conundrum? Like, he wants to put it back on and just be an adult? Yeah. But he's like 50 and fucking still bogging beers and shirtless? I don't know. All right. Well, thank you guys for letting me talk to y'all for a little bit. Have a great night, Mr. Baker.
Awesome. Give it up for David Bakker. I love anybody who talks trash about Bert Kreischer or whatever the fuck his name is in their act. Great stuff. Give it up one more time for David Bakker. Weapons of mass destruction. No, that was hilarious. All right, can we get, once again, it's a 5-minute time limit, 2 drink minimum for everybody, so let's keep that liquor flowing. Let's have a good time. Is Alex Cota out there? Is Alex Cota? Alex, one of the best musicians. We're super stoked to have Alex Cota. Give it up for Alex.
He's on deck.
Omkar on deck.
Yeah.
Omkar's on deck.
He's number 3.
Lawrence Reese, number 3. But you guys are coming up soon. So, thank you all for coming out. We got amazing stuff. This Alex is really great. He's really done amazing music here, so we're super stoked to have him back.
Do you need a stool? Do you need a stool?
Who's playing that beat?
I don't know if mine was real.
Maybe just some. Oh, yours is some.
I'll tune to you.
so I've been gone for a bit because I have a girlfriend now.
Hey.
But she lives in Yonkers. That's also why I haven't showed up. She'd be here if she could, but she's far away. Okay. So let's figure out. Hace tanto tiempo desde que te vi partir. Soñé con rosas, soñé con rosas y desperté abandonado entre moscas, con un cuerpo a mi lado que ya estaba anciano, putrefacto y vacío, no era más que un cuerpo y un cuerpo vacío y torcido. Y sigo soñando, pero qué sueño tan raro. Me despierto cansado y agobiado todavía. Mis manos de anciano, más tiesas cada día. Qué vida de amor y de agonía. Así que me maté de risa por tanta puta ironía. Pero mira, es hora de calmar mi ira. La siguiente noche meto en tierra sus garras en mi espalda. Siento como si me encajado en ese 8 espadas. Debería de tener mis alas. Mi hermano me da una mano para sacarlas, pero están heladas de mi piel. De pronto me empiezo en ganas y de malas. Me preparo un té de miel de avispas. Llegaré el tiempo That song's a part of an album that I'm working on. I've been working on it for a long time, and I really need help. So you guys know any engineers, that'd be great. Any sound engineers. But yeah, thank you, and thanks to Matt for always being great.
Give it up for Alex, everybody. Phenomenal. Follow him on social media. It's his name spelled backwards. Zelaatoc. One more time for Alex Cota. Sounded phenomenal. All right, so we've got Electra in the hole. We've got Lawrence Reese on deck. Can we get the great Omkar up? Omkar gonna play some tunes for us.
Hello, hello. Oh, hello. I can't really see anybody, but that's fine. Thank you, Matt. So, on Saturday night, I went to this place on Avenue A called Heaven Can Wait. And 25 years ago, it used to be a club called Brownies, where I used to play in the late 90s. And I saw my friend Johnny Colapinto play a song, and it was essentially about cable TV. Like the last line of the song was about like going to Best Buy and buying some DVDs or maybe watch cable TV. And it reminded me that like 25 years ago, the band that I played in had a song. We would open up our shows with cable TV, and I started playing it today, so I want to play you this song written by David Rappaport called Cable TV.
Yeah.
Parking spot, I hit an alien. He had two sets of opposable thumbs. His obituary would read twice as smart as me. Felt kind of bad, imagine getting hit 2 million miles from home. So alone. Quiet girl, my thoughts fly higher than airplanes. Quiet girl, I think about nothing all the time.
Yeah.
I can't hit it. Someone who has an iPhone, record this. Because I want to send it to Johnny. Yeah, I got an easy car. She's going on and on about some point she'll never make. And I'm sick of breaking her proverbial cherry every time. So I'm assuming the enemy. Television, please keep on feeding me. Television. into the world, and I wouldn't let it out for anyone. For anyone. Tricky ending, that one. And now I want to read a poem by my friend Sparrow. It's a short one. I play in a band called Truffles with Sparrow, and we played here a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I love this place, so I figured I would beat Sparrow's reader and read a poem. And the poem is really good. So Sparrow notoriously does not like the Beatles, and he's writing a book about why he doesn't like the Beatles. And but I found in his poems that I was playing with him, and I took pictures of his poems because he's got a million poems, and the poem is called "The Beatles," and it's a good one. It's in his book. The Beatles. I want to hold, the Beatles sang, your hand, and our hands wanted to be held. We formed immediately a vast battalion throughout the earth, a gathering human storm. But who would be our commander? 3 years later we learned, Sergeant Pepper, a wise mustachioed gent with smiling eyes. He never spoke, but youthful Billy Shears, his adjutant, announced, I get high with a little help from my friends. These then were our orders, to get each other high. Sure enough, we did. In a war without death, we marched higher and higher till we reached the summit of a hill where a fool sat perfectly still. Stunned, we watched as he watched the sun going down, a bloody red that we remembered years later, when we were 64, years after 1964. So thank you so much. That's The Beatles by Sparrow. Have a good night, everybody. Thank you.
Okay, yes! Give it up for Omkar, everybody. The Beatles are everywhere. They're still everywhere. I don't know what it is. The algorithm is constantly feeding me Beatles everything. You can't escape the battalion. Yeah, they're great. I mean, whatever. But give it up for Omkar. So when Truffles played a few weeks ago, they both came to the open mic completely separately, and they found it was random that they both happened to be here at the same time. Even though they're in the same band. So they're clairvoyant. Sparrow is clairvoyant. And
Yeah, well, we have, in Sparrow's words, Truffles is a band that has a loose relationship to anarchism. Like, we're not even committed to anarchism.
hell yeah, the true anarchism. Give it up one more time for Omkar. All right, we're gonna keep it rolling. We got Mohammed, Patel in the hole. We got Electra on deck. Give it up, this guy is very funny. He came a few weeks ago, he really killed. We're super excited to have him back. Give it up for Reese, everybody. Very funny guy.
How you doing? Give it for your host one more time. I just came to tell some jokes. I can't sing, I can't rap, I can be a racist, but I can't rap. I just came to tell some jokes, man. I'm originally from New York. I'm born here, I'm raised here, I'm happy about it. But I hate when I got friends that's not from here and they come here expecting old school New York. And I can't give them that. I got a homie, he's just from Alabama, like some bum ass state. And he gets to New York and he's like, yo, because all they know is what they seen on TV. They don't know about what really goes on. He's like, yo, I just got here. I want to see the robberies, the killings, the drug deals, the everything. I'm like, nigga, I'm terrified. Why the fuck would I take you there? I don't understand. I told him, I'm like, I know I'm from the hood, but I don't mean I want to show you the hood because the hood scares me too. So I was like, you want to see old school New York? You go watch one movie and see how dangerous New York used to be. He's like, what movie? I was like, go watch the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That shit was scary, dog. I don't know if all y'all seen that, but if you have, New York was so dangerous in the 80s. Everybody was walking around just fine with 4 7-foot turtles defending it. Nobody was like, yo, Raphael, I see you. They was like, that's supposed to happen. I'm scared too. That nigga with a trench coat can handle it. Like, the turtles look like the turtles, bro. Like, they don't look like no one else. When I was growing up, I thought the turtles was black. Like, I truly did. They had bandanas and book bags. They beat no white people. I'm like, those my niggas. I fuck with them. And then I got older and watched it. I'm smoking weed sitting down and I'm watching careful as shit, and then they beat somebody up, they say cowabunga. I'm like, ain't no nigga ever said cowabunga. It's like, I don't think I've gotten mad fights. I've never said cowabunga. That'd be wild if I was beating you up. I'm like, yo, totally, dude. Like, who is this nigga? The fuck? He lost his black card. I don't know, I suffer from a lot of problems, and I've been going through a lot of shit with older black people lately, because I hate these niggas with a passion. I truly do. Because they like, I don't know if you ever spoken to an older person, but especially if you speak to an older black person, they feel like they've done everything perfect because we weren't around to see it, so they can just tell us anything. And then when we do research and bring it up to them, they get mad. Like, older black people, they think they hate my generation because we're open about everything. We're open about mental health and sexuality the most. Hey. Okay, all right. Shout out to the ad-lib, you know. Yeah. But they hate that shit. They're like, oh, because they think everything my generation does is gay, and it is true. But I'm saying, they got shit on us for it. Because I've done research on older black people, and I brought it up to them. I found out back in the day that you can go to a movie theater to watch porn. That's the gayest shit I ever heard in my life, bro. My generation done mad gay shit. We ain't never done that shit. What the fuck? You telling me you went to a movie theater with your homeboy and jerked off? That's crazy.
Pee-wee Herman.
Pee-wee Herman shit. He got caught for that shit. This shit was in Times Square. I'm from the Bronx, bro. If I gotta get on a train to jerk off with my homeboy, I'm just jerking off at the train station. I'm gonna travel with him and plan out a whole day to jerk off with him? That's wild. But one thing I like to do in a movie theater, because I do weird shit. I was like, yo, I like to eat when I'm in a movie theater. And I asked one of my homeboys, I was like, yo, if you was in a movie theater jerking off, what would you eat? And he's so weird, he was like, I eat ribs. I'm like, nigga, what? I'm like, you telling me, can you imagine being in a movie theater jerking off? You get into the best part of the scene, you about to nut, and then you hear someone in the background going, like, yo, nigga, share, bro. Stupid shit.
You know about
Yeah, that'd be crazy, right?
No, but there's a thing. I don't mean to take it for like.
No, go ahead. Yeah, it's about you right now. Yeah. He was like, I just had to say, I'm gonna do another one. I don't know, man. I suffer from mental health too. Like, we all do. We all found that we're fucking crazy and retarded. But we all suffer from mental health. But I suffer from like ADHD and bad temper, and I got bipolar and shit, right? Fire, right? I can fuck somebody up and not get in trouble for it. That shit dope. That shit dope, bro. Cause that shit is crazy. Cause I got bipolar and I got mental health, but I got like, I'm a little schizophrenic too. Like, I got mad shit, right? But like, I forget a lot of shit sometimes. So when I'm fucking somebody up, I also forget who I'm fucking up sometimes. I'm like, yo, what happened to us? Yo, that's crazy. But like, I know my generation, we try and find out like what's the problem. I know exactly what the problem. I get it from my dad. My dad is bipolar too, but he's the reason why I had to take anger management classes. I was in school, right? I threw a chair at my teacher. I was failing the class, so fuck it. Threw a chair at the teacher, and then I don't know if y'all have to do this with white kids, but when you're a black kid and you have like a white teacher, they have to do this thing where like, if you weren't having problems at home, maybe you wouldn't act like this in school. That's not what you say to a black kid, because now I'm gonna tell my parents. So I told my dad, he came to school, but I wasn't in the school. And I found out, I'm thinking my dad got to handle the situation. I come to school, I'm in more trouble. Because he called all my teachers bitch ass niggas. I was like, oh fuck. So now they make me sit in a class with other kids with the same problem. We were just agreeing with each other. None of us was fixing the problem. I'm telling my problem, like, hey, my name is Lawrence, I'm in trouble for having anger. He's like, yo, me too. He's like, what did you do? I'm like, I threw a chair. He's like, yo, how you do that? He's like, how you told me how to do that? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, what'd you do? He's like, I brought a gun to school. I'm like, where'd you get yours from? I'm like, show me how to do that. And we just started agreeing with each other. So now I think back to it. Yo, the teachers really made a game. Like, we were literally a game. And there's one kid that's listening to all of us, and he's like, yo, maybe we're not the problem. Maybe it's everybody else. So maybe we should just walk around here and beat everybody up. So maybe we wouldn't have no more problems. I'm like, maybe that's not the right idea. Maybe we should actually agree to disagree and figure some shit out. But then, you know, we all got in trouble and shit, because we went around beating up people, and we got suspended. And that's the end of that joke. True story though, it's a true story. I think I got time for one more though. Let me see. I ain't wanna look at my phone, but I feel like it's a mic, we could do that, right? It's a real quick one though. Hold on. Yeah, I feel like I was doing good into this. I was on the phone with my dad recently, and he's asking me how life is going, but I feel like he shits on me every chance he gets. Cause I feel like I'm older now, so I feel like we could just talk about shit, but he just shits on me no matter what. I'm on the phone with him recently, and he called me gay from the male roommate. I was like, it's Tuesday, what the fuck? We gotta go through this. And I was like, how am I gay from the male roommate? Like, it's hard out here. He's like, you have a roommate, right, son? I was like, yeah. He's like, but you have a male roommate, right? I was like, yeah. He's like, it's a gay ass shit. I was like, so I'm the gay one, but you're the one in prison? How the fuck? All right, good for your host.
Yeah! Give it up for Lawrence Reese, everybody. Easy Paradise is sponsored by Chipotle. I'm just gonna enjoy a little Chipotle for a second. You're not allowed, no outside food or beverages. 2 drink minimum, as always. Give it one more time for Lawrence Reese, that was hilarious. So we've got Billy Cancel in the hole. We got Mohammed Patel. That's right, Billy Cancel is in the house, everybody. This is legit. This is real shit. All right, Mohammed Patel on deck. Yeah. Give it up, give it up. She just blew the place apart last Monday, making it Easy Paradise debut. We're so excited to have her back. Give it up for Electra. Electra, everybody, give it up.
Hi. Wow, I'm really pissed to have to follow that. That was incredible. But hey, we have a lot in common. You forget who you're fucking up in the middle of fucking them up, and I forget who I'm fucking in the middle of fucking them. So at least we can join on that. I wish I was doing comedy for you, but I'm not funny. I wish I was playing guitar, but my fingers didn't learn how to do what I was telling them to until I touched a woman for the first time. So, c'est la vie, here we are. As it stands, I'm going to do a little bit of a reading for you. I'm going to apologize in advance because I do have anxiety, so when I stutter and stammer, please laugh, it will make me feel better, alright? Yeah. A good agreement? Thank you, team. Alright. Cute. Okay. Today, I'm going to be reading a piece whose title holds no relation and yet an eerie similarity to what I've told most of my exes. Always come later. We arrive at a poetry reading an hour and 40 minutes into the 2-hour set, and I already hate myself. Outside the venue, there's an ironic smoker and 2 halfway tipsy women debating left door or right. We dust the pavement off of our shoes and enter with an air of confidence that lets the room know that, yes, like them, we have been to a reading before. The room squirms to accommodate us, and we fold into the back corner next to the half-finished wine bottles and solo cups. The poet that had been reading finishes her set, and we snap with the collective as if we'd been here long enough to listen. But it doesn't matter what she said anyway. We knew before we came here that the first poet was the only one worth listening to, and the last was the only one worth seeing. The door opens behind us, and a gust of cold air shepherds the tipsy women and the ironic smokers between us and the bottles. A hush comes over the crowd, and the new latest comers shuffle behind us as the next and last poet takes the stage. Now this poet, I was told, was only worth seeing because he had been seen by many and judged poorly. Famous by bad behavior and the spite of women he'd set against himself, Parasite's only skills seemed to be staying abreast in a river of shit. He was the one who was referenced in the reference of a poem at last week's reading, my worldly friend had explained in the brief moment we'd shared outside the venue. Now the door opens again, and the cold wind stiffens the nipples of the woman beside me. Someone wearing sunglasses after 7 ducks their heads as they shuffle along the back of the crowd, as if trying not to draw attention to themselves in a room full of people that fully do not give a shit about them, save the cold air they're letting into the room. Now this poet, he speaks in a kind of flat defiance, as most poets do. He describes to us in that lifeless drone the act of squeezing the life-giving flesh of a virgin, a sentence that nearly ties my tubes itself. The door opens again and we are all pressed, tighter together, still listening to what's-his-fuck talk about a girlfriend he must have loved before he hated. There is no more room in this room. Every new entrance is a trial. Every successful reshuffling is a miracle second only to Jesus. Oh, the poet is now talking about his father, but abstractly, because he never learned how to access his vulnerability past recognizing his art to prove to sensitive young women that he is too sensitive. He's referencing something biblical now, the creation of Adam. No, it's Adam and Eve. No, he's talking about virgins again. I look up at my worldly friend and find her face twisted in some expression between disgust and glee as she simultaneously realizes that just how low a poet's bar is and just how high she is above it. Now the lesbian power couple to our left shared our disgust at this poet and was already working out how to channel their emotions into song lyrics. The tall man to our right had completely forgotten about the poetry and was far more interested in the skirt hem in front of him. I hate this poet. And it's more than the content of the poetry, it's the lack of presentation. It's that thing they all do now where they detach themselves from the words and the emotions. Everything is one note, one speed. There is more life in an airplane boarding video. They read it dry, because then it feels like the words are doing all the work. Like the piece is so good that it can stand by itself, but it isn't. It never is. And at a reading, it doesn't have to. It doesn't have to stand by itself, but I have to stand here and look impressed by words that sound like they have no meaning. Fuck. Now the door opens again, and we are all squished within an inch of our lives. The poet himself is struggling to breathe. Oh wait, no, he's only feigning tears to appeal to a blonde that's been thrown against him in the shuffle. I throw my glance to the back of the room and see that the Pope has come in to bless the last half bottle of wine. Well, even he knows that to arrive early is a cardinal sin. Thanks.
That was wonderful. Give it up for Electra, everybody. Are you doing any readings or anything?
No, but I'd love to get the magazine downstairs.
We gotta set it up. I mean, it's going to happen. Give it up one more time for Electra. That was great. That was wonderful. Okay, so in the hole we've got Synga. Sorry about that. And then we've got Billy Cancel on deck. This next comedian is very, very, very funny. Give it up, give it up. He just recently moved to New York. He's already killing it. He's all over the place. Give it up for Mohammed, patel!
Hey, give it up for everybody you've seen tonight. Woo! Yeah, growing up, my mother told me not to tell people that I'm Muslim, but like she should have thought of that before she named me Mohammed, right? People say, why don't I go by your middle name? It is Abdullah, not much better, right? My full name is Mohammed Abdullah Patel. In the eyes of bigot, that might as well just be Al-Qaeda Shri on 9/11, right? Yeah, the only more Muslim name I can think of is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know what really, like, having a religious name, like, makes things hard, right? Like, if I'm sleeping with a woman, I don't want her to say my name. Because I don't know if she's talking about me or the religious figure, right? Because that can mean one of two things. Either I'm doing so well, she's screaming my name, or I'm doing so poorly, she has started praying, you know? Do you guys know sometimes songs have secret religious meanings, right? Did you know that Marvin Gaye's Sexual Healing is about Jesus Christ curing the leper? Right, he fucked the leprosy out of him. I don't know, growing up, I really liked punk rock. Anybody else? Yeah, I'll tell you who didn't like that, my mother. You'd say a good Muslim boy does not listen to that satanic punk rock. Like Maz, The Clash, Rock the Casbah, barely satanic. And then she was like, no, a good Muslim boy does not rock the Casbah. I was like, why? Because Sharif don't like it? Fuck yeah, alright. Somebody say, oh? Alright. I don't know, man. My parents taught me lessons in weird ways. I remember one time we were driving around, I was in the passenger seat, my father was driving and smoking a cigarette. And we stop at this red light, and this car pulls up next to us. And the guy rolls down his window and he says to my father, hey, you really shouldn't blow smoke in your son's face. And then my father hit me in front of him. Okay, and then the light turned green and we drove off. And that's how I learned how to mind my own goddamn business, everybody. Alright. I'll tell you this. I was talking to this guy recently and he asked me what my ethnicity was, and I told him I was Pakistani, and he said, hey, don't take any offense to this, but you're the least intimidating Pakistani person I've ever met. Which is a weird way to have my race and my masculinity, right? It's hard being a non-threatening minority. For the longest time, people asked me my stance on 9/11. And I got to say that question, I started giving them positives, you know? And my favorite thing about 9/11 is that it made people meaner to my dad, you know? Fuck yeah. I'll tell you this, I'm not a real man. I cried during the movie Old Yeller. Right, but not even at the ending. I'm scared of dogs. I cried 5 minutes into Old Yeller. Actually, the ending was my favorite part of that movie. Just like, oh, is this just gonna be about that boy and his gun now? I hope he uses it to shoot more dogs. Fuck yeah. I don't know how to fight. My friend tried to show me how to throw a punch, and after 2 hours we gave up and decided I'm going to be a biter. So that's my strategy, I'm going to bite you. You might win the fight, but you're not going to fight me again because that's unhygienic. When I was in middle school, we had to do this project where we had to write about teenage problems. And I wanted to write about teenage pregnancy, but my teacher said, no, I don't think that's a problem you're going to have to worry about, Mohammed. I don't even know if you're going to have to worry about adult pregnancy. Well, I'm here to say I'm having sex now, and it is pretty cool. Actually, I slept with a girl recently, and she finished first. Give it up for that.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Well, she said she was done. Actually, she said, are you almost done? And I said, well, are you done? And she said, I might as well be. Oh, sex is weird, guys. Sex is weird. I was sexing this girl with my penis or whatever. And in the throes of passion, she looks at me and says, I want you to be bad. And I said, all right. I'm a bad boy. I hurt animals. And then she said, be less bad. And I said, okay, they're all war criminals. I'm like Batman if he's punching an actual penguin. And I know penguins are cute, but this one was directly responsible for the Armenian genocide. Blame the whole thing on a turkey. Fuck yeah. 3 people got that, and those are my people, you know? Yeah. My parents have an arranged marriage. A lot of people don't know what that means. I remember when I was a kid, my friends would be like, hey, your dad bought your mom with chickens and cows. And I just had to be like, nah, it was a cash exchange. My dad did get a dowry for marrying my mom. Do you know how fucked up it is to know exactly how much your mother's worth? How much do you guys think it was? You look like you've paid for women before. How much my mother's dowry was, yes. 10,000. 10,000, that's a good guess. Anybody else? All right, well, Price is Right, you lose. It was $2,000. And I think that's too low for a human woman, you know? Like, I know I don't have the best mom in the world, but I feel like she's worth more than a 2004 Dodge Dart, you know? I used to own a 2016 Dodge Dart. I should have sold it and bought back my mom, you know? I've been using this new cocoa butter body wash, and right there on the bottle it says it is for darker skin tones. So yeah, that's probably my favorite type of ethnic cleansing. What, you got a different favorite, dude?
No, that's my favorite.
That's your favorite? All right. You laughed pretty hard at the Armenian genocide thing, I don't know. All right, guys, I'll be done with that. Thank you. Woo!
Give it up for Mohammed Patel, everybody. Just moved to New York. Very funny. Super excited to have him. Okay, so we've got Lily in the hole. We've got Synga on deck. We're super excited about this next performer. He's performing twice on Saturday at New York Poetry Festival this weekend on Governor's Island. He's a great poet. Get his book, Buttercup Milk Tantrum. Buttermilk. Give it up for one of the greatest poets alive. One of the greatest poets in New York. We're super excited to have him here. Give it up for Billy Cancel, everybody. Billy Cancel.
Dab, dab, dab. Dab, 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 he said, smashing my face in. Drip, drip, drip. I went through positive, negative, real, imagined space. Double intenders had already given me the whiffle waffles around the time I tried to reach a more playful level. At the dead finish, there'll be a great deal of weather about, but this matter will make a cat laugh and shall keep cold, the paramedic confirms. Tom Thumb, Admiral Dot, Commodore Nut. Don't much stand out in a crowd, must be in the wrong show. Sparkling mirrored stars, hardly forthcoming though. With a cod's head and a mackerel's tail. At the Leftovers Expo, I'll be there. Before the maggot bites, we must reach the business end of the thumb tack.
Yeah. Woo!
Bumper to bumper, screaming demons. Bumper to bumper, screaming demons much influenced my writing style around the time I quit the pop band White Horse, because getting our sad on in such bold, simple compositions was all gong, no dinner, an ode to cracks discovered upon a power station in southwest England proved to only be the start. Initially, you were all wisteria, snagged by a wait-a-minute thorn bush in Bigfoot County. Bright red clusters, bare wintered branches, your distinctive signature. Was on the road to Wanker's doom. Then got word of Fist City velvet fog. Checked your nerves and were all about that. something germinating around the cackle factory bursts out in pixie lights, only to be distorted by drizzled bands of grey-white pigment before termination by sophisticated elements. That's what I'm aiming for. Taught myself out of this year's UFO conference. Talked myself out of this year's UFO conference. Circuit Bendibus, right? Invested way too much through the whiffle waffles till our cosmic marker bombed in the suds. Stellar botch was all part of it though. We kept going back for unstructured play, i.e. disturbance at frozen limit, and you mind the net. Thought times resonance equals resonance. Resonance times resonance equals time. Burnout concept. Plumes of smoke still rising from. Maybe now the time to mount a critical response. Outside, yellow rain downs through the orange-brown night, making this atmosphere so conducive to chugging spirits, shucking oysters, raffling turkeys. No, not that one, you said. I'm talking about the old intercontinental ballistic missile field. Happy Shark Week. Happy Shark Week, everyone.
Woo! Happy Shark Week, everyone, indeed. Give it up for the great, great, great Billy Cancel. We're so stoked to have him on this open mic. Oh my God! Give it up over. I mean, where are you going to see stand-up? And that back to back. Give it up. That was so great. Get Buttermilk Tantrum, Buttercup Tantrum, and check him out at New York City Poetry Festival. If you've never been this weekend, definitely come out this weekend. Ride the ferry to Governor's Island. Check out Billy Cancel. Give it up one more time. Fantastic. Get the book. Get the book. All right. So we've got Kieran in the hole. We've got Lily on deck. I'm very excited about this next performer. It's amazing. We've got a cello. We've got some amazing backing tracks. We wanted to do projections. We couldn't do projections, but we're going to work on that. We want to do an Easy Paradise Film Festival this summer. So I'm going to try to work on getting a projector screen in here for one of the open mics if people want to show movies. That's something I want to do in August. Or if you want to do an experimental TED Talk or a PowerPoint.
I have a PowerPoint ready.
Oh my God! All right, we look forward. So maybe in August we'll do a PowerPoint night. But we're very excited about this next artist. Without further introduction, can we get Synga up from Iceland? From Iceland.
Hi, I'm Synga.
Woo!
You can add me on Instagram if you want to see my upcoming shows. I'm doing an artist in residency in New York until October. Yeah, I live in Montreal, so it's synga. So it's like singing in Icelandic. To sing, ya. But the ya is J-A, so figure it out. Thanks for listening.
Wow. That was insane.
Give it up for Synga. That was insanely good. That was amazing. And what's the place in Greenpoint?
Mothership.
Mothership. She's got a. You're doing an artistic residency in the Mothership in Greenpoint, and also this Thursday we've got an Easy Paradise summer concert series at Otto Shrunken Head. This Thursday in the East Village on 14th Street, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. Synga will be there playing a full set. System Lord will be there. Chava, really amazing electronic music event, will be there, as well as Ashley will be there reading. Many people from the open, Bryce will be playing, Bryce Leon will be playing, and a few other people from the open mic will be reading and stuff. So come out Thursday to Otto Shrunken Head. It's free to get in. It's our New York City Poetry Festival kickoff event. Give it up one more time for Synga, everybody.
What's that Instagram one more time?
What is it?
SYNGJA.
SY, thank you.
Yeah, SYNGJA.
And if you want to follow people on Instagram from the open mic, we are tagging everybody in the stories of Easy Paradise Mags. You can follow people there if you want to find more stuff. Okay, so we've got Erkinaz in the hole. We've got Kieran on deck. Is Lily out there? Lily, we're waiting for you. All right, let's get Kieran up. We just did a gig on Saturday. It was the Easy Paradise Summer Concert Series. He killed it. He's amazing. Really sounded great on Saturday. We're so excited to have him here on Monday. Give it up for Kieran of Those Cowboys.
Hey!
Uno Cowboy.
How y'all doing? Guess how tall I am.
8. 8 inches.
Pretty close. Hey, I said that. Wow, you really cannot see anything when you're up there. It's kind of cool. It's like I'm just going to be singing in the shower. Woo!
Hey man, what's up? How you doing? Good. How are you? Thanks for coming out. Yeah, good. Sorry I'm late. I just wanted to
You guys celebrate Christmas in July? Is there anyone on that?
Yeah. A lot of these people aren't here. Or here.
I'm gonna play a Christmas song, alright?
Tall in the saddle, we spend Christmas Day riding the cattle over snow-covered plains. All of the good gifts have been given today. Ours is the sky and the wide open plains. Back in the city, they have different ways. Football and eggnog and Christmas parades. I'll take my blanket and I'll take the reins. It's Christmas for cowboys and wide open plains. Woo! Campfire for warmth that's just out for the night. The stars overhead are the Christmas tree lights. The wind sings a hymn as we bow down to pray. It's Christmas for cowboys and wide open plains. Tall in the saddle, we spend Christmas Day driving the cattle over snow-covered plains. So many good gifts have been given today. Ours is the sky and the wide open plains. Christmas for cowboys and wide open plains. So young, you made me feel like spring has sprung. And every time I see you grin, I'm such a happy individual. The moment that we speak, I wanna go and play hide and seek. I wanna go and bounce the moon just like a toy balloon. 'Cause you and I are just like a couple of tots running across the meadow, picking up lots of forget-me-nots. You make me feel so young. You make me feel like there are songs to be sung and bells to be rung and a wonderful fling to be flung. Turning gray, I'm going to feel the way I do today. 'Cause you make me feel so, you make me feel so, you make me feel so young. You make me feel so young. You make me feel so young.
I can't see anything. That's my time. Thank you.
Woo! Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You make me feel so young, Kieran. Give it up one more time. That was really a beautiful, beautiful rendition of that classic standard. Yeah, the Dose Cowboys joined us this Saturday. We hope we play again soon. The Dose Cowboys should ride again. Woo! Hell yeah, they were fantastic. They played Freebird. They legitimately played Freebird.
What?
Yeah, it was incredible. The tone, the orange amp sounded great.
Yeah.
All right, so we've got Cooper Kim in the hole.
Yes.
We've got Claire Donaher on deck.
Okay.
Is that right? Donahue.
No, he's right. I just didn't know it was on deck.
Oh, it's fantastic. We cannot wait. Hilarious, Claire Donaher. All right. And coming up, do we have Erkinaz? Erkinaz.
Yeah.
All right. Give it up for Erkinaz, everybody.
Yeah.
We're super stoked to have them.
Yes,
Give them a warm welcome. Once you get into 2 drink minimum, thank you all for coming out.
Hello, my name is Erkinaz. I'm a little nervous, so sorry if my voice shakes. I'll try to stay steady. Okay, this first poem is called Matryoshka, and that's a nesting doll, in case you don't know. Coconut oil in my waves, lube for my soul. I sit and spray strange perfumes on wrists. Tamarind, crabgrass, skunk cabbage. My Valhalla contains past selves and time itself, like a century, except he fails at his job, letting in knees who mine, silenced and enclosed with chipped white nails, clearly not really me. In my prime, the difference would have been stark. See details. Dimple, birthmarks, muscles somewhat there, grime only to signal scuffles one. Scales lacking key but still melodic. How return. Pause if only to redo my limbs, feel the air, breathe out with a strut. This is called Night of. Bitterness like ants all over my skin. Barter sweat, seeds leaks of joy. Is a curtsy, an ember. My dendrites and my follicles at a standstill. Nuclear soak, holy lick. Chiseled mist and saliva fireworks. Bite. Dripping tongue stapled to lips. Air shrinks, let it. Tamacon. Saw from the window a body taking off a red shirt, dancing near a red car. Doma cooling on the windowsill, preparing for absorption into my 6-year-old mouth. Tamarind broth, lamb-stuffed cabbage, Barbaria's masterpiece. I remember failing at her funeral, blundering a custom and having elder eyes displace me. At 30, I still smelled antique armoire in the hallway. Enter. Kitchen across from where you're standing. 3-in-1 living, dining, bedroom on the left. Bathroom right of kitchen. Slept under a bed throughout a preschool summer. By that, I called my grandfather, not knowing it meant dad. Cut me and my brother's apples. Swung us in parks. Threw up on our walls from cancer and asked for forgiveness. This is called Here's What. From the swings at Manhattan Beach, the ocean moves like disco. The world convincingly turns without regard to us in the air or the smell of ginkgo. Just before, sat on the playground bridge between streetlights and once roseate clouds. Like cooked spaghetti, the chains of the swings curve. I jump off, headfirst into cherry blossom soliloquy. This is my last one. The title is a line from a poem by Ellen Bass called The World Has Need of You, and the body is my response to that poem. The ocean doesn't care. Walking, laughing, musing are all the people all the time. They need the spoon with their morning tea and the evening flatline. I sit across. Does it feel my eyes on its navel? It glistens. Waves charcoal diamonds, tells me yes.
Give it up for Erkinaz, everybody. That was wonderful. Follow her on social media as well. That was so great. First time open mic. Give it up one more time. There we go. All right, so we've got Robert Frank in the hole. In the hole. He's in the hole. He's coming in hot. Don't say that. Well, I mean, you didn't see him on Saturday in the Chevy Silverado. I mean, come on. Who's driving that? Hell yeah, that 350, baby. The V26 or whatever it is. I don't even know. All right, so we've got Robert Frank in the hole. We've got Cooper Kim on deck. Can I get Clare Donaher up? I need Clare Donaher. She drew an amazing drawing. Give it up for Clare, everybody. We celebrated her birthday like we were so excited to have her back.
Oh my God, can I just say too, what an honor it is to be here. I was just like, this is my favorite. Like, give it up for yourselves. It's such an honor to be surrounded by such talented people. I gotta say, I was having a great day too, but I get here and someone asks me how old I am and I'm like, 24, and they're like, without missing a beat. Wow, I thought you were way older than that. Which it's like, okay, growing old is a privilege, but I feel funnier when I feel less good at myself, so everybody say, thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave.
That's right. My revenge, Dave. I do feel like I'd be less insecure if I had a stalker. Yeah. Is that relatable? Yes, relatable. At a certain point, it just kind of feels like everybody's got one these days, and a girl has to wonder: is it something I'm doing wrong? You know, is my routine just too unpredictable? Do I just gotta start geotagging my location on Instagram more often? I'll be at this Dunkin' Donuts on 72nd for 2 hours. I'll be the one wearing a rose in my lapel. Come get me. It's not for lack of trying. I self-tan with the curtains open. Speaking of stalkers, you guys know in the movies, usually when a woman is stalked and murdered, the newspaper always has the tagline that's like, beauty queen, slain! Then it's the story, and then there's a picture of her, and sometimes I'm like, not my type. But to each their own. I do think it's like, why are we bringing looks into it, you know? We only do it if they're stunning. We never do like, New York 7 stabbed on the subway. My mom has a Google alert for that in case anything happens to me. Is this thing? I'm a 7 and a half if I'm dancing. I'm a really good dancer. Anyway, I do think it's weird too, talking about looks when someone is killed, because what do you do when it's like, the cross street killer strikes again, his type is beautiful 22-year-olds, and one 7-Eleven cashier named Brenda. She's okay. We think that one might have been an accident. She's very nice, but she's got weird eyebrows. Rest in peace, Brenda. You never do it for guys either. You never see like dreamy-eyed beefcake hung like a horse in the town square. Get it? Women are objectified! Get used to it. I used to think I was pretty good looking until I moved to the city, and people cannot stop telling me how pretty my roommate is. You know, and I mean, she's gorgeous, and I know she's gorgeous because whenever we walk out, the guy that sits on our stoop, he calls her beautiful and he calls me brave. Which, to be honest, I am, but like, how does he know that? The other day I'm walking past and he's like, I don't care what anybody says, keep doing you, sweetheart. What are people saying? He sounds like an Airy ambassador. That's not the vibe I want on my morning commute. My roommate is beautiful. If I did get killed by a stalker, it would be by hers. He'd break into the apartment and he'd be like, wait a second, you're not a beautiful Chinese American woman? I'd be like, I knew that would be the reason I died one day. My roommate, she's Chinese American, if that didn't register. Yeah, no, she's gorgeous. I feel like my headline would be like, roommate of beauty queen slain. And they'd use a picture of her to get more clicks for the website. Okay, listen, it's not sad. She's just very beautiful. I'm not ugly. She's just really, really beautiful. I love her. Guys would slide into her DMs like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. You missing half the rent? What's your Cash App, babe? Give it to me. Alright, enough self-deprecating jokes. Okay, actually there's a lot of self-deprecating jokes. Yikes! I have developed some pretty bad body dysmorphia. So when a guy's into me, I'm like, oh my god, you're so open-minded. That's awesome. Okay, it's not sad. Stop saying I feel like sexual harassment has gotten a lot different throughout the years. Yeah? Am I right, ladies? Now it feels like I can't tell when it's happening sometimes. I'm like, this guy, he pulls up next to me. I'm walking from work to get a breakfast. A cookie. Okay. I'm walking from work. I'm wearing my work badge, my work clothes. He pulls up next to me. He gestures. I take out an AirPod. He goes, do you want to ride?
Oh my god.
But it's like, not even in like a "Hey, sugar, wanna ride?" This man sounded so earnest. I was just like, "No, thank you." But it's like, I wish we lived in a world where I could be like, "You know what? Yeah, let's go for a drive." But also, it's like, where do you think I'm going? What's the end game? If I get in your car, where? That's not even a joke. I'm just like, what? I'm just confused on his thought process. This is a really stupid joke. Okay. You know how they say you have two wolves inside of you, and the one that grows is the one that feeds? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, I have two wolves inside of me. And one of the wolves is like, "We should eat powdered donuts until we throw up." And the other wolf is like, "Wait, did that guy say powdered donuts? I want to get on his deal." See, the punchline of that joke is, I want to eat powdered donuts, and there's no part of me that doesn't want to eat powdered donuts until I throw up. There's no guilt there, there's nothing. Yeah, you guys like powdered donuts? Woo! Okay, powdered donut crew, PDC. Oh my god. Okay, I hate being scared, but I love feeling a little bit uneasy. Anybody else? Like, I would rather kill myself than survive a shark attack, because it feels like it would be a lot to deal with. Yes. You know, it feels exhausting. I don't want to do that. But give me an ominous poem. Chills. Just thinking about that, you know? I don't want to survive a bear mauling me. Like, I'd keep cyanide pills in my purse just for that. But if you give me a mysterious humanoid figure at the end of a tunnel, I'm going through that tunnel. I want to solve that mystery. Anybody, is this not relatable content? You guys, I love to be creeped out. All right, thank you guys. I've been Claire Donaher. Follow me on Instagram, Donaher Claire.
Always hilarious. Claire Donaher, remember the name. You're going to be hearing a lot from Claire Donaher. She's going to be on the Tonight Show. She's going to be on Seth Meyers. All of that. Look at this. She drew this. I mean, isn't that nice? See what the open micers do for me? That's so nice. Give it up for Claire Donaher. This beautiful drawing. There's me and my crazy fucking hair. There's all you maniacs out here at the tables. Your arms are like this. You're all doing this. Yeah!
What did she say? Dunkin' Donuts is 72nd Street?
Oh no, you did it!
Yeah, finally!
You got a stalker!
Nice. Wow. There we go. All right. Claire's amazing. We definitely, here's to many more with Claire Donaher. Give it up one more time. All right, so we got Nikki Kramer in the hole. We got that great Robert Frank on deck coming up. Everybody, get ready. Can we get a big round of applause? Very funny comedian. Can we get Cooper Kim up, everybody? Give it up for Cooper Kim.
Hello, I have to pee pretty bad. Okay. Nah, I'm up here now, so I was holding it. Guys, not good advice. I'm not gonna pee myself up here. That's a bad. All right, I'm gonna do a joke and then maybe you'll laugh. I don't know. I feel like the mothers of hammerhead sharks don't get the respect they deserve for having to go through some of the most painful childbirth of all time. Like, you think giving birth to a human baby's bad. Imagine giving birth to handlebars. To a scooter folded up. I feel like the mothers of porcupines don't get the respect they deserve. Okay, that's the last one. Okay. The rest of these jokes are not like that at all. Man, I've been trying to make this one work. It's not funny. My mom did ayahuasca a couple months ago. Yeah, which, if you don't know, ayahuasca is a heavy psychedelic. It's the same chemical that releases in your brain when you die, DMT. And so I was surprised when my mom said she did that, because my mom had never done drugs before, and that feels like a pretty bold first option. I was like, ayahuasca, have you even considered an edible, maybe? Why don't we do like a little training before we get into the big... Ayahuasca is like a big deal to do the first time, isn't that? Yes. Right? That's like if you like never knew how to like drive or like a car, and then you're like, I'm gonna go pilot a plane. Like, all right, well the analogy's not there, but there's something there, I guess. But anyway, she did ayahuasca, and it kind of changed her whole perspective on life and how she views things now. You know, she has dreads now. I'm joking. She doesn't have dreads. She has a beard. No, she stopped taking her anxiety meds. That's what she did, which was nice. She calls her anxiety pills. Well, she calls it anxiety pills. Which, I'm sorry, doesn't that kind of sound like pills that give you anxiety a little? So I'm glad you didn't take those. Stop taking those. You know, it's. Anyway, I saw her a couple of weeks ago. She's like, I'm not even anxious. And I was like, okay, it's good to know you're normal, Mom. I don't know. I'm a part-time math tutor. That's like my day job. So, surprise. I don't know. You know, it's cool. It's a cool job. I will say, sometimes when I'm tutoring kids, they'll ask this question. They'll go, "What's your real job?" Because they don't think tutoring's a real job, you know. And I have to be like, well, the answer's going to disappoint us both, but this is my job. And I don't really like blame the kids, I guess, because like the kids are really young and they only know jobs that their parents do, you know, and their parents can afford a math tutor, so they're not like a barista or something, you know, like they have real jobs. And here's the other thing that kind of bugs me. They go, "What's your real job?" And okay, if math tutoring isn't my real job, like why do you think I'm here right now? Do you think I'm just here for like the love of the game? You know, it's like, actually, my real job, I'm a lawyer, but in my pro bono work, I like to help you guys out a little bit. Okay, write something funny there. Okay, that's not funny. I was thinking about the Mandela effect recently. You guys know the Mandela effect, right? It's where like, you remember something different from what actually happened. And it was named after Nelson Mandela, because people thought Nelson Mandela died in jail. And I think it's fucked up because he didn't die in jail, right? In fact, he got out of jail and he went to go end apartheid in South Africa. How is that not the name of the effect? How is that the Mandela effect? How is that not the thing that he just did? But instead, when you think about the Mandela effect, you're like, I swear Curious George had a tail. Like, that's what you... Shouldn't it be that he ended apartheid? I feel like I'm making a good point up here right now. Right? That's... Okay, not funny. No, it's funny. It's really fun. That's like if we had a Rosa Parks effect, where it's like you just got really comfortable when you sat down. It's like, why is that? Well, why was she sitting down? Think about it. You know, just introspective, maybe. Okay, well that's not. Okay, this is stupid. Well, guys, I recently learned that we have weekends because in the early 1900s, workers unionized together to get Saturdays and Sundays off. Right? And I just thought we always had weekends. Has anyone else thought? I don't think the dinosaurs had weekends, right? But I thought the Romans were like, "Woo, Friday! Let's order 5 beers like this," you know? And then fuck my friend to boost morale, you know? That doesn't make sense, right? They didn't have weekends back historically. They didn't. Like the Egyptians weren't building pyramids, and they're like, "Hey, great work, guys, today. See you guys on Monday." Slaves. Okay, that's not. Where do I take that joke? Is that funny? I don't know where to go with that. What do I have? A minute left, please. Okay. Yeah, I don't care. I don't really know what to say. I don't want to say that. That's too sad. Okay, this one's funny, I guess. This is actually a funny joke. Well, guys, I grew up religious, and I went on a bunch of mission trips growing up. And in 6th grade, I went to Skid Row in LA to help the homeless, which is like kind of a big deal for a first mission trip. And Well, one of the things they told us is that, hey, don't pack any red or blue clothing because of the gangs, the Bloods, and the Crips. If you wear those colored clothes, you could get shot. And I don't know any gangs, personally, but I'm pretty sure they understand context, right? Like, they're not going to see me handing out soup to the homeless in a red shirt and khakis, and they're like, I think he's with them. You know, it's... They're going to be like, that's not an op, that's a State Farm agent, guys. What are you doing? Also, wouldn't that be good PR for the gangs if they thought I was in a gang? Like, imagine this news headline, okay? Local gangs seen helping those in need. 12-year-old blood member Cooper Kim had this to say. But I'm a blood member, so it would be 12-year-old blood member Booper Bim had this to say. It's funny running these streets, but it's better feeding them. Okay, goodbye.
Give it up for the hilarious Cooper Kim, everybody. That was very natural. He didn't attack the audience or turn on anybody with hostility or anything. Give it up. We love that. We love comedians who are nice to the audience and don't turn on them and insult them. I get it. I get scary. It's very scary. Give it up one more time for Cooper Kim. Absolutely slaying it. We have New York poetry powerhouses in the house. You have no idea. We have a special guest. We've got in the hole. We've got Jada, the amazing Jada. We've got Meredith Starkman in the house. Everybody. We have amazing people coming up. We have got Clare Lichtenstein coming up. We have Ashley coming up. We have Tommy Smart coming up. We have Jack Barth coming up. We have Luke Herberman coming up, and a lot more. For now, Jada is in the hole. Steve Hudock is after Jada. We've got Nikki Kramer on deck. This next guy is driving up in the Chevy Silverado, everybody. He just played with us on Saturday at the Easy Paradise Summer Concert Series. They played Freebird. They played Art Is Sin, Art Isn't Real by Deer Tick. We're super stoked to have them. Give it up for the F-350, the Chevy Silverado. Robert Frank, everybody.
Nice to be here, folks. Nice to see a beautiful group of very talented, happy, lovely people. Hope everyone is happy. I know I'm not. I'm just kidding. I got peels and psychiatrists for that. Shit. We did have a lovely night the other night at what was the name of that place, Matt? Young Ethels in Brooklyn. The craziest fucking party I've ever been. Matt, how many people? We had 300 or 400 people there.
There was thousands.
Thousands of people there.
It was packed like sardines.
Everyone was having a great time. So Matt knows how to throw a rager. Okay. Just a quick anecdote about that. Me and Kiki, Kieran, he's here. He's the other dose cowboy. We were on the way to the thing on Saturday, and I was driving my car, my Chevy Silverado, and we got a little McDonald's, and we were blasting down the fucking highway, and we turned on Bedford Avenue in Brooklyn, and there's this delivery guy, ran out in front of the car. I nailed him, hit him pretty good, and then Kieran turned to me and he said, "Dude, did you remember to pack the amplifier?" And I was like, "No, I don't think so." And then we pulled over, we checked, and I did have it. I did have the amplifier. And we were worried. We thought we were going to be late. But we got there, like 5 minutes late, and it was okay. We weren't the first act, so it was all good. You're all going to probably hate me for this song, so I'll say that in advance. Sorry. I wrote it with my buddy. At a very dark time in both of our lives, our love lives. So just bear that in mind, please. Have mercy. And usually I don't perform sitting down, but I don't know the words to my own song, so that's great. Okay.
I hate to see you go. There's nothing more to say. At least that's true for you and maybe me after today. And though it wasn't my first choice, to your face I will respect. And though I may miss your voice, this time I'll be direct. And though your words are hard to hear, they're harder still without you near. I will accept that you are gone. But first I'll call you bitch in a song.
Give it up for misogyny, folks. I mean, without scumbags like me, there wouldn't be anything to protest about and speak our minds about.
We speak freely. I appreciate your honesty. You're always true to me. But my music, my truth comes out musically. Your words, they struck a chord. But trust me, mine will more. The chords I strum will inform you of how I feel. You whore, I hate you. You made me so great. Your independence makes me irate. And I will love you for forevermore. But for now you're just that bitch in my song.
Oh yeah. Make sure you get this on video and post it online. Use my name.
Bitches be bitchin', they're switching to wishing for another man who's better than me.
Hold on.
Where are you? I do the same, but I am me, so you're to blame for bitching my heart into flames.
Thank you, folks. Matt's a dog. Matt, how much time do I have left? Not much.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Okay, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, Bobby Frank.
Give it up for the sensitive songwriting of Robert Frank, everybody. That singer-songwriter, that sounded great. Give it up for Robert Frank, the other of the Dose Cowboys. We've had both Dose Cowboys getting dosed here tonight. All right. And I don't think he actually killed somebody with his Ford F-350 Chevy Silverado. I think that was a tongue-in-cheek.
You gotta get the make down. You gotta get the make of that thing.
Yeah, well, that's a Silverado, right? Or it's a Canyonero, or a... Okay, right. Amazing. Give it up one more time for Robert Frank, everybody. Hey! All right, so we've got Steve Hudock in the hole. We've got Tommy Smart coming in after Steve. We've got Jada Gordon on deck. Can we get the amazing Nikki Kramer up? Is Nikki Kramer out there? Give it up for Nikki Kramer, everybody.
Alright, well tonight's poems are about some fun, light topics such as death and existential dread. Okay. Woo! Alright, So I've honestly been feeling kind of depressed this week. Anyone else? Okay, so the first one is called Ennui. Okay. A relentless restlessness, a flame flickering, dancing, itching to burn and burn out within the confines of its glass vessel. A persistent desire to sigh and moan and emit steam and hazy smoke from my subconscious, howl at the moon and the sun or a random person passing by. Watching the hours pass with rapt attention, like sand sifting through an hourglass, flipping it over and over, shedding the hours as they go, like snake skin, slipping surreptitiously, silkily through the cracks in my fingers. Drawn out, sped up, returning home after a day and another day, chaining my bike to the bar in the basement next to the expensive matte electric bike, padlocked with a tracker that screeches every time anyone or anything comes near it. The bike who cried wolf, but seriously, how will the owner know when it's actually getting robbed? Lying in bed with my rectangular block of unlimited information, scrolling through darkly comedic memes until I take a long inhale of weed to lull me into an unconscious state where I roam through the ethers and corridors of my subconscious, dreaming of a house where I can only remember the colors of how it felt, purples and greens and murky black. Waking up to the sonorous thunderclap, thinking about how long will my life go on for, and what is it really all for? More weed, needed to sleep. Collaging what I have learned thus far, and stitching it together in the form of a quilt to wear loosely, to throw over my body for comfort. Learning, unlearning, deconstructing, restitching, being mindful of Matrix-style glitching. Desire to get drunk and punch a hole in a suburban basement wall. Just kidding, I would never. Okay. And then the next one is called 4 Women Deliberating About Death at Herbert von Kane Park on Saturday night. When and how does each person uniquely interact, commune, associate with death on a daily basis and in general throughout their life in both waking and unconscious states? I once read a book called The Spokes, a peaceful meditation on the afterlife, where a girl wades across the ocean via boat to visit her mother in the land of the dead. One delicious image that stuck with me was, in the land of the dead, the movies the spirits watch are the dreams of the living. How does each person's relationship with death inform how they live in terms of how much caution they take, how many sexual partners they may have, how many places they travel, how much pleasure they seek, what their fears are linked to, or how many drugs they consume in order to learn more about their brains on death? It's 11 p.m. We sit under the new moon on the grass. To the left, a dad bumps his boombox, intermittently getting up and dancing fully, and then sitting back down and just continuing to bob his head, while his kids sit on a ledge next to him, just chilling. The 4 of us take turns shedding light on our own unchoreographed dance with our lives and what comes next. Our views on the afterlife, how much autonomy we have to decide what, if anything, will come back as. Our friend with death anxiety desires to live forever. She feels as though her current body is the only home she's known. She's attached to it and loves it. She doesn't believe that she's lived previously and is dubious that she will ever come back. I can't relate. One friend who was raised Catholic finds herself reckoning with heaven and hell, and what it means to be good or bad. She believes that this is her first time around and doesn't really want to do it again. One friend, an obvious air sign, communes with the dead on a daily basis. She carries out automatic writing. Angels and spirits seep through her body and send her messages. Go to the trees, they advise repeatedly. Go to the trees. I too am an air sign. And the friend mentioned just above and I both love to talk about death, and especially the death is the last orgasm theory. We rather slip our hands through the veil to probe, taste, and commune with its mysteries, you know, out of curiosity, sociological research, desire to be absorbed back into the whole, into the particles, to be released from our ephemeral earthly bodies, to set the soul free. And there's more, but I'm gonna end on that.
Give it up for Nikki Kramer. Art by Nikki K. On Instagram that had everything that I want in literature, smoking weed, and death is the last orgasm is one of my favorite subjects. Give it up one more time for Nikki Kramer. We have great poets at this open mic. We're so excited to have Nikki Kramer come out. Give it one more time for Nikki Kramer. It's fantastic. Okay, so we got Tommy Smart in the hole. We got the great Meredith Starkman after that. Cannot wait for that. We've got Steve Hudock on deck. Coming up next, part of the KGB family. We're so excited to have her here. She's a great poet. We'll have to, are you doing any New York City Poetry Festival events? We must know, but maybe you can tell us when you come out. Can we give it up for the great Jada Gordon, everybody. We're so excited to have her back. Give it up for Jada. She hosts an open mic every month.
Hi. So I host a monthly open mic every third Wednesday of the month up here, starting in August. Woo! So August all the way to like May, and then June, then we take off in July, and then we come back in August.
Yeah.
So we'll be here August 16th. If you would like to stop by, you could always DM at KGB Monday night, and we'll be sure to have you. I didn't expect to read tonight, so I don't know, but I have something. Thank you, Matt, for just coming up and being like, bro, if you want to read it, okay, but thank you. Okay, I guess this is one I wrote a long time ago, but I finished. It's called Find the Moon With Me. I run into our old text messages. My fingers run into a rage. I don't want you back. I just yearn for the feeling, for the butterflies tied up in these words, for your silk pillow that's seen my worst days and held me like a mother. Somewhere between blushing, crying, cringing, critical thinking, I'm an astronaut in my head, pleading to be ejected from this world of words. You're a North Star coated in the wildfire smoke. The cream-colored sky smothers me through my mask. Your skin pinned me to the bed. I once saw an interview with a woman that said you could erase your wholeness. So I erase these whole-life experiences, from the teeth indented my thighs to the palace of hands molding my back into curved valley, from the phone holding these words, from the hair you yanked in a lust-filled rage. Loathing reality gave me and the woman in the interview the power to change it, because it's all a construct. The love and companionship I was designed to feel was essential. A mellifluous, erroneous lie. The shame never washed over. The wholeness buried in the files of my brain, listening to no regrets, and I don't apologize for pleasure. That Friday, I erased the text messages and the phone number. Thank you.
Yeah.
And this one is, I was at a store that I used to work at. So I used to work at Forever 21 for 5 years at Times Square. So yeah, that was like a very formative time in like my late teens. So I visited there recently, and it was really interesting. I just kind of wrote it down, so it's really not going to be great, but it's called Retail Therapy.
Yeah.
Each floor an inferno, deeper into the lights, covered in cacophony. I hover and sweep my feet across the spotless floor. My shadow is not alone here. This store is a hollow disco, thumbing the lingerie with its thin lace, slipping through my hands as if my skin is air. This store is giving me PTSD, a sudden flashback to flaccid fluorescent lights and long lines. No, one person per fitting room, please. I have a theory people want to leave pieces of themselves in the most inopportune places, which is why they leave their piss in bottles, condoms on seats, cum and deodorant marks on dresses. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. Our grimaces snap into smiles in record time. My code switching should be applauded. The ability to make someone feel like everything when you feel nothing. How inviting it is to feel absolutely nothing. I don't work here anymore, but this fuzzy, empty feeling is in the lining of the dresses, and somehow I'm home. Cheap fabric clawing and stretching across bodies. Why are there no fans in fitting rooms? I found my fit. A basic white baby tee ruined by the term Taco Tuesday emblazoned on the back. Baby blue boyfriend jeans that lathered around at the right places. And cheap shiny mules destined to meet a premature end. A soulless pop track blaring on tinny speakers. The female voice just rises to the occasion of the track to make it groovy and bearable. I'm not wearing this for any reason. In the midst of this sparkly hullabaloo, I don't hear responsibilities, just emptiness. Thank you.
Woo! Amazing, as always, very, very smart. Are you reading this weekend at the New York City Poetry Festival? Or?
No. I'm gonna, okay. Come on out.
Do you want to?
When?
11 a.m. Monday, Saturday.
I'm gonna be working, sorry.
Not at Forever 21.
No,
Okay.
no,
Not anymore.
but I'm gonna be here August 16th.
Right, August 16th, sign up for the open mic, August 16th. It's on a Wednesday?
Yes, third Wednesday of the month. And then I'm gonna be at Unnameable Books on August 25th.
Oh, check out Jada at Unnameable. Who's on?
I don't know yet. I think Wayne Costner is.
Oh my God, that is phenomenal.
That's what I heard. I don't know. They're still trying to officiate it, so I don't know if it's gonna happen.
I'll be there.
You didn't hear it from me.
Wayne Costner's gonna be pissed. You give it up one more time for Jada. See Jada at Unnameable August 25th.
Yes.
With,
and here August 16th.
And definitely sign up for the open mic August 16th. That's amazing. Give it up one more time for Jada, the amazing. All right, so we have got Meredith Starkman in the hole. We've got Clare Lichtenstein after that. We've got Jeffrey Wiles after that. We have Tommy Smart on deck. I'm very excited about this next performer. We used to work together at Columbia University Business School. So, yeah, we were eating a lot of shit from the 1%. We've been in the trenches together. I haven't seen him since before the pandemic. I'm so stoked that he came out to do this. He's an amazing musician. We're super stoked to have him. Give it up for Steve Hudock, everybody. Steve Hudock. He is playing music. He's starting a band. So we're getting out there. We're rocking and rolling.
You were great, Jada. Thank you.
What got it came from now? Oh, really? Yeah. Right there.
I won't be here obviously because know about how it was. Thank you. Leaving on the 16th? Yeah. No, I'm leaving on the 16th. Oh, well, that, yeah.
it's gonna be in California literally like the week after. August 29th to September. I'm gonna be in LA.
I'm gonna be in LA 29th.
Really? Oh my god. Are you like leaving from there or you know?
Well, I'm gonna be in San Francisco and then I'm gonna be in LA.
Well, I'm gonna be there till September 2nd. So I'm gonna go see Beyonce and then we're just gonna go hang out and like stay with some people, have friends and everything.
Yeah, that's crazy though, because I'm literally gonna be there like August 29th until like September 1st.
We should, yeah. Please, I would love it. Like, I'm gonna, like, we can figure it out.
I don't know if do I follow your like on your face?
What was your Instagram?
It's Kino Cowboy.
I think I do. We do follow each other.
So like your personal.
No, my personal one is this one.
Oh yeah, I think I follow.
I mean, I can find it.
Yeah,
Kino that Cowboys.
Kino, just one, no dots. Kino Cowboys. Yeah.
I remember the Instagram, so yes.
Okay. I'll see you.
Woo!
All right. Yeah. Woo! Hell yeah.
All right. Sorry about that. So as Matt said, I'm starting a rock project, so I'm going to play one of the songs off of the rock project. Woo! Still eating shit at Columbia Business School. How's that? Is that too loud? Is that good?
I think it's good.
The song's called The Beach.
Woo!
Mercilessly proven
Give it up for Steve Hudock, everybody. Do you have a music online?
No, it's Instagram deleted it for some reason. Still working on it. It's if you want to follow my personal account, it's called Pivo Stevo, Pivo Stevo. Hell yeah! And then if you want to follow that, then there'll be updates in the coming months, hopefully.
Hell yeah! Sounded phenomenal. Give it up for Pivo Stevo, Steve Hudock. It really means a lot to have him come out. It really sounded great. Yeah, the tone and everything. Give it up one more time for Steve. We have to have an encore, maybe. We'll have to have a reprise performance, maybe. If we want to go twice, what the fuck? Why not? All right, so we got Clare Lichtenstein is in the hole. We got Jeffrey Wiles after that. We've got Ashley. We've got Gabriel Ross. We have Jack Barth. We have Peter Glissman. We have herberman. We have Greta. We have Alex Boswell. We have bakker. We have Bryce Leong. And more, baby. It's going to be amazing. The show's just getting started. It's late night, baby. But for now, this next comedian is very funny. We're super excited to have him out. Once again, Clare Lichtenstein in the hole. Meredith on deck. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for the very, very funny. He was here last week, making his debut. Give it up for Tommy Smart.
Hold on. Oh yeah. Woo! I love hearing other performers trying to figure out where they are on the lineup. That's great. All right, good evening, everybody. Woo! It's still going. Wow. Okay. So it's gonna be August soon. That means I've been doing stand-up comedy full time for a year now. Woo! Yeah, thanks. That's what we're calling unemployment. I've been unemployed for like a year. I got laid off last summertime. So to actually supplement my income, I've been driving for Lyft. And for a while, I wasn't breaking even. I was just like making it, just barely getting by. And then I found this little hack, which was basically what I would do is I would drive around Penn Station picking up tourists all day. And then when I pick them up, I'd just be like, so where are you headed? They'll be like, Cat's Deli. I'll be like, no, you're not. They'll be like, what? What's going on? No, you don't want to go to Cat's Deli. No. The meat's too dry. Change the trip. I'll take you to Gershwin's. And they'll be like, where's that? I'm like, Albany. That's so quiet quitting. You guys hear this little phrase, quiet quitting? It's a big thing. It's kind of a big thing. A popular way to leave a job after the pandemic. That's always exciting. Anyway, I worked with a lady actually that quiet quit. Yeah, worked together for like 6 months, and then randomly she just like quit, ghosted us entirely. And by ghosted I mean she got hit by a bus. Yeah, it's fun. Ghosting's fun. Yeah, I think my parents are a little bit worried about me because I'm not settled down. I don't have my shit together. Every day I find out they keep signing me up for dating apps. You know, it's kind of being evasive. Every day I'm on like a new dating app. Seriously, it's like a brand new one on the street. It's called LinkedIn. That's kind of rough that way. I don't really want, I was engaged at one point, so I gave the whole love thing a shot, the whole commitment thing. And my fiance, well, my ex-fiance I should say, she ended up breaking off the engagement, and she did so through a handwritten letter. Yeah, it's from the Victorian era, this girl. But she sent the note. It says like, Tommy, being in a relationship with you is like being in a relationship with a child. And I just thought she was just like referring to the fact that I'm still pretty emo. But no, she was just sick of having sex in my race car bed. It was kind of a thing. Kind of sad. No, so I'm not married. I don't think I'm ever going to get married. I can't really think of a reason to do it. No one's ever convinced me. And besides, the only girl I was ever really legitimately in love with was my fiance. So I was like 29 years old when that happened. Yeah, so I don't see it happening again. But I'm glad I gave the love thing a shot. The whole love commitment thing. It's because now I can listen to love songs, some of the best love songs in the world, and I know what the guy is talking about. There was this guy, Frankie Valli, in Four Seasons, band from the band from like the 50s and 60s. He has a song called like "Working My Way Back to You." This is how he sings. With a burning love inside. I now know that burning love is gonorrhea. Yeah, gonorrhea is fun. See, people feel like you people date usually. People get set up a lot. Anybody here get set up at all?
Set up? Yeah.
Yeah, by people. It's kind of sad, isn't it?
What'd you say?
It's kind of sad, isn't it?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, it's a lot. Like who's left? All right, well, Veronica and Derek. That's how it goes. But yeah, I was hanging out with a girl, common friend of mine. She was like trying to set me up with something, and she asked me like what my type was. I just like, I don't know. You know, like girls with like tan skin, that usually gets me going. And she was like, oh, you mean olive colored skin? And I was like, there's some moment you know that I'm an intelligent guy, but you know, I'm not very bright. Because when she said olive, like she meant like black olive. Yeah, black olive. Because an olive is like, you take a bite into a black olive, it's like black and blue. If I see a girl walking down the street and she's black and blue, I don't think she's tan. I think, oh, her boyfriend's Italian. It's exciting. I love the delayed response in the back, because one guy's just like, hey, I got fans, what can you say? Yeah, people. Yeah, people like my stuff. Oh, I haven't done this in a while. So like, I'll say this. I feel like dating hot people's overrated. Yeah. Yeah. To me, it's like particularly having sex with hot girls are like overrated. Think of it this way. They're disgusting. I love that. Yeah. It's. I didn't know you guys would be such on board with this joke. It's great. No, seriously, like sex with having sex with a hot girl is like going to a wake. Yes. I've never seen anyone just so at peace, just lying there. It's great. It's exciting in life. Yeah. Oh, I haven't done this in a while too. Well, I was in, people think I'm like a chauvinistic guy because my comedy is kind of like that. I don't want to give them that impression. But no, I'm actually a feministic dude. Believe it or not, no. It's not bullshit. When I was in college, I joined a feminism club. Because I wanted to bang the chick that ran it. Yeah, it is funny. It was a good one. Or that's an exciting time. Exciting. Let's see, I'll do this. That's what I was thinking about this today. Hey, watch this. Oh, so like I stopped drinking. Well, kind of. I stopped drinking, kind of. It's always weird because like people will ask you like, hey Tommy, did you have like this like, did you find religion? And I was like, no, just found out I was the father. That's kind of a good incentive to stop. Yeah. I love this. This isn't even a comedy. It's just approving of my decisions in life. Don't fuck hot girls. Just fuck an average girl who needs to prove herself. It's yeah. I love this. They all right, come inside, guys. Come on. Party all night. Yeah. It's great. Yeah.
This guy's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I am. Yeah. That's why they pay me. Not a lot, but they do. All right, 1 minute. That's cool. Cool. What do I end on? I like this vibe. My let me do this one. I got big closer. I like this. That's what I wanted to write about. I'll do this. So I do this pretty much every day. Stand up. I've been doing it for like 5 years. I've been performing for a long time in my life. And when you're a performer, as you guys know, you come here, you gotta like get used to like getting feedback so you can improve and grow, right? So I did that for like 9 months. I was getting feedback after every performance I gave, and then I stopped because the only feedback I was getting was just a sympathetic look. Was like, "You're so brave." Yeah, so brave. which is fine if it's stand-up comedy, but not what you want to hear after a one-night stand. It's not that. All right, that's my time, guys.
Woo! Yeah.
Give it up for Tommy Smart, everybody. Very smart. Are you doing any shows coming up, Tommy Smart? Can we check out? Can we check you out anywhere coming up, Tommy Smart?
Yeah. Really Smart Comedy. I got shows on the 29th.
Okay.
I'll be out of town. Then I'm going to Tennessee.
Oh shit. Okay. You're going to Tennessee.
Yeah, on the 10th.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to fly out to Tennessee with me, you can use a ride. That's cool. I'll be there on the 10th. I'll be in Pennsylvania at the Keystone Stage on the 12th.
Oh shit.
And I'll be in One-on-One Bar, I think, on the 27th. And then I'll be in Staten Island on the 30th. And then I think I'm doing something for like a drug and alcohol center in September. Anyway, coming through. Really Smart Comedy.
I'm gonna check him out at the Drug and Alcohol Center, definitely. Give it up one more time for Tommy Smart, everybody. We're going into the late night cool. The lights are blinding. The lights of celebrity, the lights of New York, the lights of fame. We're very excited for these acts coming up. We've got Jeffrey Wiles in the hole. We have Jack Barth after that. We have Ashley after that. We have Clare Lichtenstein on deck. I'm very excited to have this next performer. We're so stoked. She graces us a few times a year. She is hosting both days on the main stage at the New York Poetry Festival because she is the best in the business, everybody. We're very lucky to have it. Give it up for the one, the only, the great, all the way from LA. Give it up for Meredith Starkman, everybody. Meredith Starkman.
Okay, I love Matt Proctor so much. Can we give it up for Matt? He's also hosting and reading this weekend. I hate reading poetry off my phone, so I'm shrouding my phone in this piece of nonfiction I have here. I also never read this late when I drop in, so it's such a pleasure to be here with all you night owls. All right, I've got two short, new pieces and then an old piece that I think Matt's heard me read like a fucking dozen times, so just pretend like it's new. My first piece is called Manifesto, which also feels very like a la Matt Proctor, so shout out to Matt. And then I just start yelling about capitalism. No, just kidding. Okay, Manifesto. Beneath the surface of the ocean, there are people who paid to be there. People pay to be everywhere. I see so many shoes. I pick up boots from the curb. They are my size. They shine. I stand for this. I stand for black patent leather, always found, never bought. If we all agree to idolize a new form of investment as worthy, to drool over knowing our neighbors, offer them cool glasses, barefoot in spring, not at the sacrifice of self, this knowing, but in service of it, in service of us, I will buy everyone downtime. My flowers are your flowers. You can open my gate, walk through. The snapdragons won't grow. The marigolds boast, then wilt. The poppies glow like clementines fresh from the store, that mesh bag. There are innumerable things, mostly plastic. And then there's time. Flowers fall between the two, a deep crevice in the state of things, where there is only color and growth, decay when no one is looking. I will not pay to go to the bottom of the ocean. You here with me, next to the zinnias, is worth everything I know. Manifesto. No, just okay. One more new one, and then I'll read one old one, and then I'll get off of here. All right. My next one is called Kitchen Self. Kitchen Self. Okay. One second. Brightness so low. Okay, not so high. Kitchen Self. The call comes on a Sunday before the light breaks through the window slats. Slap a memory like a piece of meat. Slap a memory hard for the havoc it wreaks on your glass heart. Do I call my father? My father pays for sex with money I want for Thai food. Do you want to play bananagrams for me? Sun streams onto the passenger seat. Streaks of relief reveal every pore, each piece of hair, dust particles accumulating on my leisure pants. Flies buzz by the empty noodle vessel at my feet.
My little life is right here, staring down the 101 because I chose it. Not in Florida, thank God. Memory is fungus stubborn. Memory is a cockroach. Forgetting is the kale planted twice over. Then, forgetting in my kitchen, a self with a knife pointed at a memory dressed as a dial tone. Okay. Alright, this is my last poem. It's called Things in Other Countries Will Break Your Heart. Things in other countries will break your heart. They will tell you that they love you, lick your cheek, play you a Guster song, then they will leave the club. They will do this even after they wrap your left arm in silk, even after they come so hard they apologize. They will do this, and they will never call you, and they will eat the rice with someone else. Your purse will get stolen, and it will suck. The juice will taste like a pineapple miracle, so you buy it every day for 7 months. You will get used to the smell of dead fish. Shit will wreck you as you learn to make aloo paratha in a smoky kitchen, rocking your body like a small wailing child. You never thought you'd say the words you suddenly write in emails, but you write them. You learn how not to puke on a houseboat. You learn this as you smoke weed with a man who will move back to Chicago. You learn not to smoke, that it always makes you feel really annoying. You learn. There are days when you feel like you belong to that bumbling enormity of your home, like it deserves you, or you it. Things will cost more suddenly, because thousands of miles away, bombs drop like the acid in the warehouse, and this realization will drip down the back of your throat after you snort the drugs. Things in other countries will break your heart. You will catch yourself in a window, won't recognize your body, will swear it's larger. You will see your body, swear it's not yours. You will see your body and swear. You will break your own heart. You will smoke again, and you will feel really annoying. You will fix it. You will fix your own heart. Thank you guys. One plug. Well, follow me. I'm on Instagram, Meredith Julia. But also, this weekend, I'm hosting the New York Poetry Festival. I'm on the main stage. I just need to say, across all the poetry organizations in the city, first of all, Matt's gonna be there, and he's the king, but the New York Poetry Society, I think, is the most amazing, eclectic group of poets. All weekend, they're like old guys who write poems on Wednesdays in Staten Island who come and read, and then there's like the poet laureate of the US who comes to read. So it's really fun, it's totally free. I'm running the booze, so if you find me and tell me that you met me here, I could maybe hook it up. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great week.
Give it up for Meredith, everybody. Good God. That was I love the manifesto. And just yelling about capitalism. That's my thing. So I appreciate it. And see Meredith this weekend. She's going to be hosting all weekend. She's incredible. Love the new stuff, Meredith. Fantastic. We love having you. Thank you so much for dropping in from LA, everybody. Give it up for Meredith Starkman. God, that was great. Phenomenal. We love it. Okay, so we've got Jack Barth in the whole. We've got Jeffrey Wells on deck. We've got Ashley coming over. Gabriel Ross, Luke Herberman, Peter Glissman, and Greta. Give it up. Very funny comedian coming up. She runs a show every month at Hellphone. It is the third Thursday, I think. She's going by her real name on Instagram now. So check out the new account. Give it up for Clare Lichtenstein.
Hi guys. I'm in a weird mood today. Anyone else? Okay, cool. I might do something rogue at the end, huh? We're gonna decide how this goes. Does anyone else think Uber drivers aren't real people? Okay, just me? I thought that would hit a little harder. Yeah, I do this problematic thing when I enter an Uber and I think it's like my living room. I'll just hang out. I once took therapy in an Uber. That's how comfortable I am. Mohammed in a Toyota RAV4. It was a lot about me. No, it's interesting. I remember I took therapy in this Uber and I was going through a breakup at the time and I was sobbing, you know, just sobbing. And I watched him hand me a napkin from the front. What a nice guy. My life is turning around. And as we finished the ride, I turned to him to say thank you and he turned the rider rating from a 5 to a 3-star. Yeah, it sucked. I will say this, it got me thinking, like, do you think he also has anxious attachment style? Because that's what we had been talking about. Maybe he didn't like being called out. But at the same time, it got me thinking perhaps he liked the gossip, because there is the 1-star option. He didn't go for that. Maybe it's because I'm pretty, I don't know. What else did I want to talk about? I've been masturbating a lot recently. Yeah. Anyone else? I think it's because my apartment's haunted by a horny ghost. I've been thinking a lot about this. I think ghosts enter your body when they're bored and they miss sex, and that's why we feel the urge to rub one out or jerk off, depending on what you like to call it. Whatever works. I haven't seen the movie Ghostbusters.
What?
I know. But I do think we could make one about abstinence education. You know why? We could stop ghosts from busting a nut. Thank you guys. That's my time. No, it's not. It's not. Who you gonna call? Nutbusters. Come on, guys. All right, this is fun. I'm having fun. I'm Jewish. I look like a bat mitzvah keeps getting postponed. My Hebrew name should be Esther, but I like. Oh, we're good. I like to fuck with people when they ask me what my Hebrew name is. So, do you want to ask me what my Hebrew name is? You in the back.
What's your Hebrew?
It's McDonald's Happy Meal because I'm small, I'm cheap, and when guys eat me out, they get a tummy ache. Thanks. In the Jewish tradition, you become a man when you have a bar mitzvah, right? But I think you become a man when you measure your hard penis for the first time. Because everyone I've talked to has measured their hard dick. And it's not with a tape measure, it's with some form of comparison, whether it be an iPhone or a remote or something. Do you guys agree? Raise your hand, I can't really see. But who's done this? It does get you sad though, because like when you ask people what they used for their first measurement, because you realize how young they were when they measured for the first time. It's like a Go-Gurt, or like a cheese stick, or perhaps, I don't know, like a Lego set. It's so dark. Okay, this is something I wrote today. Did anyone realize they were depressed really late in life because their parents have low-key been depressed their whole life? Is that relatable? Like, I remember I would go to my parents, I was young, and I'd be like, hey, like, I feel like I have a hard time with, like, finding a will to live. And my dad was like, that's a Tuesday, brother. No? Okay. What about, like, oh, I have a hard time being alone with my own thoughts without, like, some kind of multimedia in my headphones? He's like, same. We're normal. Okay, that's kind of all I wanted to work on. I think I want to read a poem. Woo! What do you guys think? It's a little cringy.
Yeah.
But I run this variety show on August 23rd. We're having a variety show. Are you guys familiar with Che Durena? He's kind of a big deal.
It's very funny.
Yeah, so I booked him as my headliner. So if people can come, that'd be cool. What's going on? Oh no. Oh, I'm just pulling the mic every time. Sorry. I'll read this quick, but Mike, if I run the light, Matt, if I run the light, please stop me.
You're fine.
Okay. This is kind of embarrassing for me. But are we all along for the ride? Woo! Okay, cool. I just kind of did a lot of stand-up today. I don't really feel like it. Okay, I didn't want to leave. This is about kind of having an inappropriate crush on your friend's ex. It's not really funny. I didn't want to leave. We spent the day at the Brooklyn Crab, hot but cool in the way places are near the water. Red Hook has a funny way of looking like the Jersey Shore if you squint hard enough. We had taken the ferry over from Manhattan, my favorite form of transit, filled with young, small children, old, small grandmothers, strange, medium-sized adults drinking and yelling, recounting stories from the night before, and healing their hangovers with one too many hairs of the dog. A cacophony of laughter, excitement for the day ahead. We arrived and I met this guy, smiling, but I quickly learned his history. He was the ex of a friend of mine. She wasn't there that day, but she's a close enough friend where I've invited her to my birthday, but not close enough that I know her middle name. Do you guys have these? I thought nothing of this person besides, of course, his now off-limitsness. But as the day wore on, summer showers showered on and off like a man jerking off alone in his bedroom on a day off from work. Again and again. We found ourselves near each other under the covered patio. He was intently looking at me, asking questions. The bar is on the floor, but still I wondered, was he flirting? Did I like it? A crisis of conscience. When a friend expressed interest, I breathed a sigh of relief. The decision lifted off my shoulders. I wing-womaned the best that I could. When the attention was directed towards me, I lashed out, making snide comments, knowing that if I ruin something before it starts, I won't have to deal with the stress of what's next. I had to leave soon after, but I waited a while, hoping he'd ask for something, say something, do something, stopping me from overthinking and ruminating and avoiding and stopping things before they start. Anyways, I didn't want to leave, but I did. That's it. Woo!
Yeah, baby.
If you have poetry and think I could get feedback, that'd be helpful. If you also have poetry or music and want to submit to our show, Good Potential Productions on Instagram. Please do that. Thanks. Bye.
Yeah.
Check out Good Potential Productions on Instagram. Ever give it up one more time for Clare, Lichtenstein and the poem. Comedians doing poetry, that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to get you writing your own verse and sharing it at stand-up comedy open mics and infecting the comedy world with verse. And I want to say, we love cringe. We love cringe here in Easy Paradise. No banality. No banality. We have a strict no banality. You cannot be banal. Banality of evil, okay? But we love cringe. Cringe is where it's at, baby. Come out and be cringe in Easy Paradise. So we've got Luke Herberman in the hole. We got Jack Barth on deck. Is Jeffrey Wiles out there? Yes, sir. Give it up for Jeffrey Wiles!
Hey, thanks guys. This is a lot of fun. What a way to spend the Monday, huh?
Yeah!
Woo! Okay. I am so excited to be out of Brooklyn. I live in Brooklyn, and I have realized that Brooklyn is the horniest place I've ever been. It's alarmingly horny. I think it's probably the horniest per capita space in the entire planet. Recently I was having relations with a lady, and this is a first for me. She spit in my mouth. Is that a clap from a spitter? I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I have never experienced that. Even more honest, I didn't know that was happening in the streets. I thought spitting was for the professionals. I thought this was a movie-made thing. I didn't know that amateurs were out here hocking loogies at people. It was very traumatic, and I'll be honest, it happened twice. The first time I had no idea what happened to me. I was laying back, she was on top, feminism, and I was laying back there, I was in an ether of pleasure, and all of a sudden, there was a globule. I felt it in my mouth. I shot to consciousness. I'm looking around trying to figure out where like we're indoors. There's no leaks, you know what I mean? I'm looking, I'm trying to do the equate. You know what I landed on? I was like, it's gotta be drool shrapnel, is what I decided. Went back into the pleasure ether, and the second one, I heard coming. This bitch wound up on me. I was in the pleasure ether, I hear, like, no! Not in this bedroom I paid too much money for, how dare you? That's very aggressive, you know? I think there is so much aggression in this city.
Yeah.
Just me? Everyone else is like, nah, it's pretty normal. To be elbowed in the back of the head by a bike messenger. So much aggression in this city. I see it everywhere. Like, have you guys ever picked up your laundry and the laundry bag is tied up like a hostage? I went and picked up my laundry and the bag, I don't know if this has happened anywhere else, but it was like cinched in such a way and like the cable was like wrapped in like impossible mazes to the point where I was like taking it personal. Like, are you mad at me? Like, who told you to treat bags like this? This is far too aggressive. I'm in the middle of my errands and now I have to negotiate a hostage release. I'm telling her like, I'll give you the 20 when I see that he's okay. It's very aggressive and aggression. That's both what I was trying to say. I think I found a pretty poetic way to solve the growing violence and aggression in this country. I propose that we legalize medical prostitution.
Yeah!
Just one horny dude out there, okay. Two. I'm starting my platform campaign right now. Vote for me. Yeah, I think that would help. And you know what? There's a phrase in this country that sex sells. But if you get caught trying to buy some, that's when you really get fucked. Legalize medical prostitution. I got a couple snaps on that. We are at a mic. Matt, I have a question for you. I've been watching a whole lot of documentaries in my free time. I call them documentaries. Mostly it's just YouTube videos. Matt, do you believe in aliens?
They're out there.
So that's a yes?
I don't think they run our planet.
Tom DeLonge and alien.
Oh, I'm getting a lot more than I thought I was gonna get. What do you mean run the planet, bro? I said, do you believe in them? What the fuck?
The person I live with thinks there's a solar bank and the aliens like are running on our pain.
I gotta meet your roommate. This sounds like a really interesting dude. Or dudette. I do. I am convinced aliens are real. I am worried that they're dorks, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I have this fear, like, they're gonna land and just bring, like, real Greta Thunberg energy. You know what I mean? Like, they're just gonna land and be like, you guys are recycling water! It's like, bro, you clearly don't get what we're doing here. We're trying to party on this planet. Here you are with a fucking list of rules we gotta follow. Now, like, bro, do you even vape? Petrified that aliens are not gonna pass the vibe check. You know what I mean? Like, I really am terrified that I'm gonna be the one that they communicate with. And I'm gonna fuck it up for everybody. Because I'm a fucking degenerate comedian and I can't take you seriously when you're trying to right every wrong in the planet with me.
Yeah.
You're gonna talk to me like, yeah, the list of all the mistakes you've been making on the planet. It's like, bro, I got one question, talking to a cosmic infinite knowledge. My question is, what that mouth do? If this was in Brooklyn, the horny ass crowd would have gone crazy. I really do think aliens are real. They're just fucking nerds, dude. They're so obsessed with the planet. It's like, bro, fucking binge watch something. Get with the vibe. You know what I mean? Coming here talking about all this shit. It's like, dude, did you even watch Planet Earth, the movie? You're just trying to make your own rules now. This is your place. Cool. Got it. The new overlords. What do I got for you guys? I'm going to tell you... I'll get out of here on this because I know we got a couple more people, and this has honestly been a really fun show. You guys are so weird in the best way. I love this city. I love you guys.
Woo! Yeah.
Not you. I'm getting older, and it's happening every single day. Anyone else? Just me? I fucking knew it. I'm getting older, man. I found out just how old I'm getting. I found out I had ear hair this year. I did not know that I had ear hair, and I found out in a horrific manner. I was on the subway, I had a little AirPod in, and I'm going down the stairs, and I felt it pop out, and I went to catch it. Like, oh shit, where is it? It's not there. Couldn't find it. I feel bing, 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 bing. It was dangling from my ear hair. I had an AirPod dingleberry. Not only do I have ear hair, I have enough to support the latest and greatest technology. It's too much. And there probably should be more to that joke, but I'm wrapped up in my mortal coil, and I think I've proven my point here tonight. Thank you guys so much. You guys are a lot of fun. This is a great night. Much love to the host. Yeah, a couple shows. Follow me on Instagram if you want to catch some new shows. I'll be featuring for Michelle Wolf here in a minute. And yeah, let me know. This is a lot of fun. You guys are all the best.
Give it up for Jeffrey Wiles. See, he's doing Michelle Wolf, man. Give it up, give it up. That was hilarious. That was very funny stuff. Brooklyn, everybody's horny, I guess. Are we horny? Manhattan, no one's horny, but Brooklyn, not in Midwood. I mean, we're horny, but there's nothing going on. But that's truth. That was truth. Give it up one more time for Jeffrey Wiles. Very funny. Follow him on social media. All right, so we have Ashley, the one and only Ashley in the hole. We've got Luke Herberman on deck. Give it up for this next comedian. Very funny. We're super stoked to have him out. Give it up for Jack Barth, everybody. Hell yeah, Jack Barth.
Hell yeah, good. Excited to be here. Excited to get ear hair later. Yeah, we're horny. We're horny. I'm a math tutor, just like that other guy, Cooper Kim, who went up. I recommended him to get the job, so now I get a $20 Amazon gift card. If anyone else wants to become a math tutor this week, I will get more gift cards. I do not have any comedy things to promote, but I have this math tutoring job to promote, and I would like more Amazon gift cards, so please, if you're interested. This is genuine. This is a genuine. Okay. That is. Anyway, I'm a math tutor, so I have an actual joke about it. I'm a math tutor, and what's crazy about being a math tutor is a lot of times you try to teach kids things, right? But then what happens is they end up teaching you something. Aww. Aww. So I was trying to teach this kid fractions the other day, right? And I asked him, what's 4 9ths plus 5 9ths? And he says to me, your nose is crooked. So, really learning a lot. Every day's magical. Really love working there. And you can too. I haven't been drinking recently, and I have a lot of friends who think being able to drink a lot is really cool. But I feel like being able to drink a lot by itself isn't that cool. It's like, if you do cool things while you're drinking, then it's cool. You know, but my friends, they don't do cool things while they drink. Like, my friend will come up to me, he's like, bro, last night I drank 15 beers. And I'm like, oh, did you like meet a cool person? Did you go to a club? Did you fuck anyone? And he's like, no, we just chilled in the apartment, and we played beer pong for 3 hours. I'm like, that's not cool, dude. If you were sober, you'd be like, what the fuck am I doing? I'm trying to get a ball into a cup. Where are my kids? What am I doing? All right. It's like the joke that he has kids he's not paying attention to. Okay. You guys got it. I feel like all the things you do when you're drinking are like more impressive, would be more impressive if you just did them sober, you know? Like if my friend was like, bro, last night didn't drink anything, fucked someone just because our connection was that strong. Like that is way more impressive. Like I've literally never seen that happen. I don't, it's never happened in the history of ever. Isn't that great? Think about that. That's not even a joke. Think about 2 people have never just liked each other so much upon first meet that they fucked that night. All right, maybe I'm just bitter, but think about it. It's just dropping truth bombs up here. Anyway, I'm a math tutor. Oh, you could be a math tutor. I haven't been drinking, so I've been just vaping furiously. I'm a vape guy. I've become vape destroyer of my lungs. I've just been vape, but I don't like owning my own vape because I'll just hit it constantly. So I'm the asshole who asks my friends for their vapes just all the time. But now it just feels like I'm like addicted to hanging out with my friends who have vapes. instead of vaping, you know? I'd be like, hey John, what are you doing right now? And he's like, I'm just chilling in my apartment. I'm like, all right, I'm coming over. And then I hit the vape once and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of tired. I think I'm gonna go home. He's like, it's 3 p.m. Why, you just got here? I'm like, yeah, I'll call you in 3 hours when I need another hit. No one relates. That's fine. One of my other job is I bus tables. Okay. Okay, so the bartender. Now he's with me. Bus tables. People, when you work service, so many people are bad at communicating. They're just so bad. Like I have to go from table to table and ask people if they're done with their glass. So I went up to this one guy and I'm like, hey, are you done with your glass? And he goes, yeah. I didn't know if it was yes or no, but it kind of sounded like yeah, so I go to take it and I pick up the glass and he goes, yeah. And he reaches for the glass. I'm like, dude, you gotta pick. You're not a pterodactyl, you're a person. Use your words. You can't go through life like this. You can't answer other questions like, sir, have you been drinking tonight? He's like, yeah. He's like, book him, boys. He's fucked up. He's getting taken away. He's like, yeah. It's embarrassing when I do an act out and you don't laugh, so I'd appreciate it if you could laugh. It's fine. I grew up in Arizona, and education is not so good there. Not so good. I knew a guy in high school, and he thought Alaska was an island. Yeah, it's because if you look at a map of the United States, in the corner, Hawaii and Alaska are chilling together. So he thought Alaska was just the biggest fucking island in the world in the middle of the Pacific, which I think is doubly like as funny because one side of Alaska borders Canada, so it's just a straight line, you know? And like if you flew over Alaska, you'd be like, damn, that is the straightest beach I've ever seen in my entire life. That is insane. I was on the train the other day, and I don't really like it when people try to talk to me on the train, but if you're going to like say something interesting, you know, like worth saying, like I was on the train and this guy sat down next to me and I was wearing a Mets hat and he goes, hey man, I just saw another guy wearing that same hat. Like, he just doesn't understand baseball teams. I'm like, dude, we're in Brooklyn, you know? But what I actually told him, I was like, no fucking way, I designed this hat. He stole my design. Just so this guy would go to a Mets game in the future, like, this baseball team took that guy's design. That's crazy. Ta-da! Alright guys, give it up for Matt. Thank you so much. Bye.
Give it up for Jack Barth, everybody! We love the math tutor comedians!
Yeah, we do.
Can I get tutored in math?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll talk. I can't wait. I want to learn some new math. I'm thinking about getting into math.
4 plus 5 equals unity, according to pavement.
I got all these smart-ass math jokes coming at me all the time. Hey, God. 4 plus 5 equals unity, everybody.
According to pavement, do you even listen to math rock?
No way. I hate math rock. I hate math. I hate counting. I hate weird time signatures. All right, we've got amazing acts coming up, everybody. We got Peter Glissman coming up. We've got Greta coming up. We've got Alex Boswell coming up. Bryce Leon coming up. Bob Roy, yay! We've got Ashley, the great Ashley in the hole. We've got Gabriel Ross on deck. This next act, we are so stoked to have back. He sounds so great. He's one of the best musicians around. Check out his music on Spotify and the Easy Paradise Original Artist playlist. Give it up for Luke Herberman!
Hell yeah.
How long is Ken? When am I up next?
You're like, yeah.
I feel like it's very different.
All right.
I know, it's hard. It's hard.
I went up first.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to hear a cover or an original? Is that
Both! Do both!
yeah, if you want.
Same time.
Do both.
Oh yeah!
I'm gonna jump off the Brooklyn Bridge
Kill
after
myself tomorrow.
this. Guys, we're gonna jump off the Brooklyn Bridge after this.
Haystack charm around your neck, strung out and thin, calling for friend, trying to get from check, acting dumb, what she come to expect, needle in the hay, needle in the hay, needle in the hay. Wearing your clothes, head down to toe, the reaction to you. And you know what he did, she really a kid, you don't have a clue. Sometimes they just get caught in the eye of pulling it through. Needle in the hay, needle in the hay, needle in the hay. Needle in the hay. Woo! On the barth, nearly touching this dirty retreat, falling out through thin power, dead sweat in my teeth. I'm gonna walk, 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 4 more blocks, plus the one in my brain. Downstairs to a man, he's gonna make it all okay. I can't be myself, I can't be myself, and I don't wanna talk. I'm taking the cure, and I can be quiet wherever I want. Leave me alone, you ought to be proud that I'm getting good marks. Feel in the head. Do you mind if I play one more real quick one? This is off my new album, which comes out August 11th. It's called Red Film. see my lover now. My heart gone to the track. The wind gone not black. The night is not intact anymore. Ooh, I feel her arms reaching out again. Ooh, I feel her words. Her love is not pretend. Her love is not pretend. My mind cannot forget when years ago we met. You know the line from our secret poem? Ooh, I read it now, you know I want to show them, but I never will. Crawling in the bed when you have a bad disease. No cuts, but I do bleed. Oh, I do believe. I am sure this boat will come to port. I know the music will not cut short. Woo! Will not cut short. Appreciate that.
You look like some DJ.
I'm the Derek.
Yeah, you're the Derek.
Give it up for Luke Herberman. And check out his tracks on Spotify. Amazing recordings. Give it up, give it up. Are you playing any gigs coming up?
Not anything lined up, but to be announced.
All right, check out Luke Herberman on social media.
Album.
That's right, you got a new album coming out? Or?
August 11th, yeah.
Oh my God, August 11th.
Yeah.
All right, we'll have to do a release or something, a release party.
I'm KGB.
Maybe, yeah, we can contact him.
It's called Red Film.
Oh my God, it's a perfect tie-in. Oh, we have to. Give it up one more time for Luke Herberman. That's fantastic. All right, so we have some excellent acts coming up. We're coming to the end of the night. Thank you all for sticking around. We have Bob Royer coming up. We have Bryce Leon coming up. We have Alex Boswell coming up. We have Greta coming up. We have Peter Glissman in the hole. We have Ashley on deck. Give it up, give it up. This next act has been waiting patiently. We're so excited to have him. Can we have Gabriel Ross, everybody? Give it up for Gabriel Ross.
Thank you. Ooh, do I get to do this with the reverb on?
Do you want it?
No, thanks.
Okay.
I'm good. Hey, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I like to have lots of fun hobbies. I think it's good. I used to have this hobby. It was awesome. I called it Xanax and Miller High Life. Yeah. Also known as fast forwarding. Are you tired of today? Make it tomorrow with Xanax and Miller High Life. It was a good time. I thought I had discovered time travel. My doctor was like, nah, you just have liver damage. But it was good. Lots of fun. I've been doing this thing lately I'm really enjoying. I am sleeping during the daytime. Yes. Hell yeah. I was like, oh, I don't have a job. I'm going to become a creative genius and roam the streets at dark. And then I just realized, no, I am mentally ill. I made pancakes for dinner at 6 a.m. That's a sentence. And it's a lot of fun. Yeah. The other day I went to bed around 11 a.m. and at noon I bolted upright and said to no one out loud, Do you still have my father's ashes? Where are those punk kids with their punk clothing? I need to get my day started. And then I fell back asleep. The fun thing is my dad is still alive. His ashes are his current body, which is doing fine. My dad has a YouTube channel, which is fun.
Yeah.
He has 8 subscribers. I am not one of them. It's not that I'm unsupportive of his dream, it's just I'm protective of my algorithm, and I don't want that much robo content. That's what he does. He straps a GoPro to his robo and rows around and uploads it to the internet with fun like iMovie edits with the statistics about his rowboat ride. 3 kilometers traveled, average speed 2 knots. Hell yeah, Dad, you're killing it. He also has some good bird watching footage. Bird watching is a good hobby for dads. It is the only reason middle-aged men should own binoculars. That's the only reason. I'll give him a call sometimes, and my mom will pick up and be like, "Oh, Dad's not here. He went to the park with his binoculars." Like, oh boy, I hope he's bird watching, not watching birds, if you know what I mean. I had an older brother. He recently had to sell his Taylor Swift tickets in order to pay for a root canal, which is a bummer, but also very funny. It points out two of the big issues we have in the United States: the extraordinary cost of healthcare, but also that Taylor Swift tickets cost the same amount of money as a medical procedure. Neither of those things should be, but that's like a good decision. If you need to have this thing done, sell these tickets. Most people don't make good decisions though, so I imagine every Taylor Swift concert is just filled with people with like crumbling teeth and failing organs singing along. Like, yeah, I didn't get kidneys for this. I'm a big Ray Charles fan. Love Ray Charles. Blind piano players have the best smiles. Yeah, Ray Charles, Stevie Wonder. I think the only thing more impressive than Ray Charles being totally blind and as good as he was at playing the piano is that he was totally blind and as good as he was at doing heroin. That's so much more impressive. Hit a vein every time, never OD'd, couldn't see. That's extraordinary. I remember when I got my wisdom teeth pulled, I woke up with like half a dozen needle marks in my arm because they kept missing the vein with the anesthesia. Ray Charles was doing that in the dark. That's truly remarkable. What should we get into? I'm really excited. I'm starting a new job soon, and they're making me take a drug test. I'm stoked for this. This is the first drug test I'm going to have to take since I've stopped doing drugs. And do you remember that feeling in school when you walked out of a test and you know you just aced it? Like, that's how I feel about this thing. I walked out of the doctor's office high-fiving people and be like, hell yeah, I just crushed that. I was thinking back on it, and I used to, like, the last time I had to take a drug test, I like didn't eat for 3 days and just drank a dangerous amount of water and like ran around in the summer with a winter coat just to like burn it all out. I was doing things more dangerous than the drugs to pass the drug test.
Oh my god, wait.
That's good. Right. What should we get into? I made a donation to Planned Parenthood recently. And now I get a ton of mail from Planned Parenthood and it's driving me insane. They need to work on their marketing. Because, what's going on? I saw gestures.
No, you're fine.
Okay,
I'm
cool.
rocking at the Planned Parenthood.
Because if you like sponsor a kid in Africa or something, they'll send you updates on what that kid is up to. Here they are with their soccer team, with their textbooks, whatever. I want updates on what the abortions I paid for aren't doing. Like, hit me with an empty frame in a yearbook. Like, hey, you're helping classroom sizes down. That's good. Or send me a scrap of cloth that would never become a baby shower dress. Be fun. Or incentivize me to give you more. Like, hey, Give us $20 more and we'll send you an I stopped one school shooting plaque or something. That's dark. Oh, there's the light. All right, what should we go out on? I think I'm good. My name's Gabriel Ross. Thanks so much.
Give it up for Gabriel Ross, everybody. You write poetry as well?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, amazing. We love the Poetry Comedy Connection. So, what's that?
Poetry, essays, lots of stuff.
Amazing. All right, we'll follow you on social media. We'll have to stay in touch.
Yeah, it is Gabriel Ross. I've got a show every Sunday night at the Tiny Cover.
Oh, sick.
Or anything.
It's an open mic or it's a show? Fuck yeah. Check out Tiny Cupboard every Sunday with Gabriel Ross. Everybody, amazing. Amazing, hilarious stuff. Ben Callahan is in the house, everybody. We got Jason King coming up. We have Bryce Leon coming up. We have Bob Brie coming up. Oh my God, Greta's in the hole. Peter Glissman is on deck. The very, very funny, amazing Peter Glissman. This next act, I'm going to give a real introduction because I don't want her to be mad at me. And she's a great writer. She's a great poet. She is going to be an institution in American literature and world literature. And New York publishing houses, Random House, Penguin, Grove Press. Get on these manuscripts, get in there, get in on the ground floor. I'm so excited to see what she's going to do for us tonight. She's reading twice on Saturday at New York City Poetry Festival. 11 a.m. for Easy Paradise. Ashley will be one of our featured acts. And then 2:30 for 2 p.m. for Gathering of the Tribes. Ladies and gentlemen, the future of literature. Woo. Ashley. It's Ashley. Ashley Escobar.
Thank you. So I'll have Luke Herberman accompany me on guitar. That was a great.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm so excited for the album to come out, but that was a great rendition of Middle of the Hay.
Yeah.
Something light. So I have a couple poems for you today.
Woo! Yeah.
Toy piano. Dedication TK. I won't be ready when you come around. I can't stop listening to shoegaze or wearing Mary Janes in the rain. My socks are pastel pink with tiny cherries. I'm cherry flavored everything. I'm culturally significant. I threw up on the KGB stairs and performed after. Dropkick my life. Pretend I don't have scurvy. I knew a kid who believed he had it. Blamed me for not saving him from the cliff. I was a coyote eating blackberries. Talking feels like clawing through the brambles. I hung dried flowers on the wall, ate all the loose petals. Now I eat walls. I both sign and the signified. We went on a road trip, but neither of us knew how to drive past sprawling lawns of highlighter yellow toys and frisbees. It's August in this dream and the next.
Yeah!
And this one's called Daddy. After Sylvia Plath's favorite word. I made a diorama with your name on it. The subtle violence of a knife. Left alone on an orange, next to an aging goose. A loose thread falls off my ribbon onto your homemade hair. I'm a streetwalker, except for when you come on my face. I call this a mumblecore film, trapped between sailboat sheets and a stuffed beagle. We tilt our heads in the same direction on photo booth. Pink heart halos follow our every move. Why don't you stop going to sleep at 4 a.m. and stop waking up at 4 p.m. to smoke weed? Let me staple your zines and dictate your emails. I'm your secretary. I am on my best behavior. I have been many places, but my legs don't tire around your waist. You call me a toddler, yet grab my ass in the kitchen. Your dick is my favorite toy, and I hate sharing. Let's buy another ape. And I've been working on a series of sonnets in the style of like Alice Notley and Bernadette Mayer, and it's titled Potato of the Earth. 1. Surprise applause from the back of backyard heaven. Watch me eat a cherry on public access television. Chemical-free lipstick smear along with Diet Coke. Thirst-rotting enamel. Starling arrangement hunched over a Stratocaster. Midlife crisis guitar. It's a 6-drink minimum, and I've lost my drink ticket to a stuffed whale. 2. The wall stares back at me. Olive lies, head plopped up. Can't make out Malcolmus over the trembling AC. Syrup, 4th of July indoors. Fridge wine, lost all the ice cubes to the sink. Dinosaur kale lodged between teeth. When is dinosaur dream time? I play tambourine funky. Our names for a slant rhyme. Our forms form a bedroom where an intersection waits outside. 3. He's getting his sleepies in by the lightning bugs. If I had $1 million, I'd get him a lifetime supply of confetti cookies. But he'd scarf them all in one sitting. A morbid one-act play that starts in Columbus, Ohio and ends in Central Park. Maybe he shouldn't have chosen vodka over a lime Ricky. Should have listened to February and July. Instead, he hit a lick. 4. Claw gaze pedal sounds make Aiden cover his ears. Fingers sticky from non-alcoholic bitters. Why don't you mingle? Gen Z exposure therapy inside Billy's record shop. East Williamsburg should just be called Bushwick. What do I know? I'm a toy giraffe with a hiccuping habit. Hush for the next band. Do you have the time? I have the time off. It's glancing at me sideways. 5. Fidgety Philip leads us to the snack shack, out of the brambles, into the half moon. Cherry lobster twilight, picnic under lightning bugs and fireflies. Personal preference, pizza with pickled pomegranates and oysters. Post-Met, pre-Hamlet. Please don't choke on the pearls. I'm looking for a lime Ricky in a swimming pool through the distortion. I only find whirls of pale pink against lace. 6. Coming and going, dropping your joint first into a trash can, then off my balcony. Leftover power bowl for breakfast. You know you're allowed to eat in my bed, and clap backwards to the cats on the street. The poet on stage and I simultaneously thought of blackout curtains. I wish everything was sheer. Just text me when you're ready. Thank you. Shout out to Liv, thank you.
Yes!
Yeah, everyone come out to New York City Poetry Festival. It'll be fun. Easy Paradise at 11 a.m. And Gathering of the Tribes at 2 p.m.
Hell fucking yes.
Other than that, Poetry Project forever, to be honest.
Yeah.
Oh wait, also, I mean, maybe I'll not to next week, but like, the next issue of my zine is coming out soon. It'll be a really all-star lineup. Noah's in it, Matt's in it, Philip's in it, Eileen Miles is in it, everyone's in it.
Give it up to Ashley, everybody. And I did not drop the joint. I blew all of the weed out through the paper because I was coughing. But Luke Herberman, Jesus Christ, give it up for Luke Herberman as well. That was probably the best Ashley with accompaniment I've seen. That was really amazing. So give it up for Ashley and Luke Herberman. That was really beautiful. Our sounded great. The poems were epic and memorable. Okay, so we have Jason King coming here, we have Bryce Lee coming, we have Bob Bourrier coming, we have Ben Callahan in the house, everybody! So Alex Boswell is in the hole, if they're still here. Greta is on deck. If they're still here, let's give it up, give it up. We're gonna maybe be starting an open mic in Peter Glissman's apartment on the Upper West Side, so look forward to that. Or like a jam, we might start like a drum circle. So get ready for the fucking hilarious comedy. And I love this guy. Give it up for Peter Glissman, everybody. An engineer. The engineer, come.
So, August 3rd, I have my tech rehearsal at the Edinburgh Fringe Festival in Scotland. Nice. I'm going to be performing August 4th through August 12th for 45 minutes a night. My show is called Escape Velocity, a rocket scientist's journey through sex addiction. This is a story from about 20 years ago, from the fall of 2000 till the fall of 2005. I recently had a conversation with my ex-wife because her mom recently passed away, and I said, you know, I'm going to be going to Scotland. I'm going to do a show about what an asshole I used to be. And she said, well, what about the asshole you are today? And I said, that's the sequel. Come back next year. So basically, I reached a point where when I started doing stand-up comedy, I got good enough to where I was going out to do, just decompress at a couple of like late night bars, just get a couple of drinks, and I wound up taking a woman home, or she would take me home, and I reached a point where I had a rotation of women that I was having sex with 4 women a day. But I gave all of that up because I hate doing laundry. But I was in therapy for a while, so I wrote this as a sketch in my acting class, but I'm going to do it as like a dialogue between me and my therapist, but I'm going to read it now as if it's still a sketch between me and my therapist. His name was David, because his name was David. So this is basically how this bit goes, starting with me. Generalized anxiety disorder. I asked for a diagnosis, and this is what I get. I've been coming here for a week, every week, for 45 minutes a week, for 6 months, spilling out my guts like an artichoke committing suicide, and all I get is generalized anxiety disorder. And David says, remember that the negative life events that brought you to see me in the first place, unemployment, divorce, a chaotic childhood that we agreed left you with a sense of low self-esteem, and that damaged your egocentric demeanor, which is your ability to properly love yourself. So I said to David, okay, my ex-girlfriend, not Elizabeth, my most recent ex-girlfriend, the one I told you about, that she had that 2 a.m. booty call after the bachelorette party. Remember, I called it my Elizabethan period? The one before that, Judy, the one that caused the scene at my brother's wedding. Remember the breakthrough I had when we talked about that last year? David said, well, the good life is a process, not a state of being. It's a direction, not a destination. And I said, well, Judy said I have NPD. It's narcissistic personality disorder. She accused me of having a constant expectation of praise and a fascination with power in the total absence of anybody else's feelings. Do I have NPD? David says, as you and I continue to deal effectively with the psychological, behavioral, and interpersonal causes of your issues, the treatment and solution to your problems will